sets or anything, you know, taking game of Avilus here, there, losing to Planetshirt in the RES 2-1, so they're definitely kind of up there on par. They can take games off some of these bigger boys. And of course that big one against Maus, right? That's the primary going from them so far as a team.
Yeah. Yeah, as we see the smoke around here. Both teams going to one side each on the map right now.
They're completely opposing sides of the map. Looks like Radiant going to take control of the enemy triangle, though. Let's see if they can get some wards down. That treant, though, hey? The tomato.
I hate this treant. It's so ugly. Is it a tomato? It's a radish, right? Or is
The
it
radish? I don't know. But that's what I looked like when I was born. Immediately out of the womb, and that's me right there.
Damn.
The large baby. 23 Savage on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah,
he's got the cosmetics.
Gonna be farming up.
Oh, looks like no contest on the bottom bounty runes. I suppose Timbersaw is stepping up to the top one, then yeah, sees that there's a clockwork and Marana there, not going to get involved. Should get the evenly balanced 2 for 2.
2 for 2 on the runes, people heading to their lane. So Treant and Nature's Prophet, very, very strong lane bottom here for the side of OG. Difficult lane for Passion to do that much against.
So offlane Pango, we saw a little bit before TI, kind of the shift away from mid into the offlane, buying pipe and stuff, get the aura items. I know we still see it from Maus a little bit with Force, right? Force. Yes, Force their offlane are doing it. And he goes for this like unkillable build, right? The pipe, the crimson. Is that what the Pango is being picked for here, to be the frontline tanky aura buyer? Or is he still thinking about damage items?
I think he might go for the Echo Saber play as well. Maybe he will fill the role of buying the auras, but it's very possible that he just goes for the Harpoon early and go for some fighting build as well. We'll see what he's going to go for exactly, but either way, I just know he's going to buy Bracer. Looks like he's going down the mana boots. Greaves could be an option for him for sure.
I mean, Bracer is a given in this one. How many do we expect?
For one team or for both?
10 per team?
Yeah, I mean...
2 per player?
Probably like 6 per team or something, yeah. We have a lot of Bracers in general. Voice lines flying everywhere.
That was a lot. That was a lot of spam in my ear.
Dear God. Musical break. Wow, wow, wow.
Even the Shiva Ravage dropped in there by Whisper as well.
I love the Team Liquid one. That's so good. Misplay after misplay after misplay.
Yep. Oh, that's a good one. Brilliant and Nature's Prophet lane. Trees and trees and trees. With a Timbersaw on their team, funnily enough. So
yep.
Are they doing this to trigger Whisper, or what's going on?
Yeah. Oh no, look at your friends. There are trees too. You can't trust anyone.
There are trees everywhere!
Yeah. Timber has one of my favorite voice lines in the game. He talks about like someone telling him to deal with his emotions, and he poisoned the lake and stuff. You heard that one? There's like super
what?
No. Yeah, someone told him to get over his fears, so he cut his fear into pieces instead, and then threw them into a lake, and then poisoned the lake. Simple. Something like that. I haven't heard it in a long time. It's a super rare voice line.
Oh, I think I found it, yeah. Someone once told me I needed to face fear to get over it, and I thought, well, why not take a step further and cut my fear into little pieces, then set my fear on fire, then throw the hot ash of my fear into a lake, and then poison the lake. Simple.
Yeah. If you think that the Ghastly Eerie is a long voice line, then this one has it beat.
There are some really good, like, hidden, yeah, you're right, rare voice lines that come out of nowhere, just catch you off guard.
Yeah. So far, talking about what's happening in the game so far, I would say that Puck got a very good start to the lane here. This mid lane can be very difficult all the way from the first creep wave, but Niche got a good start, got some nice CSing, got the block, and actually has 2 creeps coming in on the tower here, so is leading out against the Riki. If Riki gets a good block and cuts the range creep down immediately on the first creep wave, then Puck can lose the lane super fast, but he survived that part.
I mean, that's the good one from Whisper. That's gonna be one of my favorites in the game. Which is one word, you know, over and over again, just showing the strength of the voice actor to make it entertaining, right?
I love it. Yeah, he must have had so much fun recording. Becoming the World Blade.
Becoming a funny little man in a suit.
G comes out. Are we going?
A smiley face as well.
Smiley G. Or... Both of them are
Right.
ready. Let's go.
Game time. Does this count as part of our hour-long game one? Do the pauses add up?
No, OG will go there no matter what. They will get the distance. I believe in them. They've done it 2 series in a row. 60-minute first game. Let's see if we have it one more time here.
Do you have the big grey square? Yeah, the observer has it. Big grey square. I guess that's a spray that's not loaded in properly or something.
Oh, that is awkward, yeah.
We had the feed one dropped by someone else as well.
It's just a cement square, you know.
They're setting the foundations. They're going to build a new tower over there.
Ah, that's what it is.
That's what happens, right? You move a tower, then you've got to leave one of those ages icons where it used to be. And build up the new one. Well, so far, so good for the Shadow Fiend up here. 10 for nothing. Same as the Puck. Good early laning stage for 2 of the cores out of Passion.
Yeah,
Ricky
not a bad start.
Not too far behind.
And this this safe lane of Nature's Prophet and Treant, they're doing well, but all the trees being cut here, it's not that easy for Tree to go up and do that much.
Yeah, it's like he's had a good first couple of minutes. Pango struggled to farm efficiently, but now it gets easier for the Pango. They'll drag the wave back. Like you say, there's no more trees anymore.
Yeah, he's been Quelling Blading, and he's done it on his own as well. No help from the Mirana. No Quelling Blade there. But gets the Rune top.
Well, Mirana's got leap. She's got her own stuff to be worried about. Wait, is Niche okay? Yeah, it gets behind the tree. And sends the orb down to low ground.
Oh,
Water Rune's there.
he doesn't get the bottom rune, though.
That's an eager move from Niche's Puck.
This is not a good spot for the Puck anymore. No HP and 9.
Whisper's dead. The raise, long range lands. Thanks to Flacco's clockwork, Freak gets set up for a nice kill on the Timber.
Get the Lotus or Lotus as a reward as well for this. A little bit of extra healing, and SF doing great here, zoning out the Batrider. Bottom lane, we see trading blows as well.
They're just probably starting to come out on top though.
Puck does find himself some region here at least, goes and gets the bounty rune, but the Ricky's starting to take over mid a little bit.
I'm not so sure that's a radish, you know.
I'm not sure what it is. It scares me, it haunts me, that's all I know.
Well, the Ricky forces Niche back. And 23 Savage does die to that Pango and Mirana down bottom. And they get past the tomato, onto the real hero itself. That was level 2, like without Starstorm or anything. Just leaps, arrows, and the shield crashing forward.
Yeah. Top lane, this SF is just oppressing them here. Timbersaw not really able to come up and see us safely.
Yeah, this is a hard early game for OG. And
Yeah.
Timbersaw will get a bit of time under his tower now, but this is like max Soul's Shadow Fiend with a Clockwork bodyguarding him. Bat can't really do too much in the lane.
Yeah, we say it's maxed. He's actually got the 1 extra as well from the 1 kill he's building, of course, exceeding the limit.
Okay. So what does Ari do here? Like, playing into the Clockwork feels kind of sad.
I think it's tough. He's trying to cut the creep wave every now and then, but Clockwork is just there ready for him. And we see another catch here on Whisper. Gets pulled back in.
Yep, the raises. Won't have to finish him off, but maybe with this Mirana leaping across, arrowing Whisper down. And Ari kept at bay with another raise from Freak as well.
Yeah, does get himself to safety on the Batrider. Maybe he can grab the next creep wave and pull it back. I don't know, this Timbersaw needs help. Whisper's a fantastic Timbersaw, but this is not the start you want. 2 deaths now. I love the priority that Passion are putting towards this top lane. Bringing the Mirana as well. Normally we expect the Nature's Prophet team to be doing this. For them to be TPing in and making the early rotations.
Yeah. Yeah, just Passion having a better time in both of these side lanes. Maybe going to be one of the situations where the Puck It's going to feel a bit worse for wear, but right now they are on top of the Shadow Fiend. He's got a Lotus and a few one charges, and the cogs are perfect.
The
from
raise
Flacco.
missed.
Saves the SF. Whisper and Ari can't catch up to him. Timber chaining forward with a Treant arriving. Nature's Grasp off the mark, raises the turnaround. Freak is going to die. Finally, they get the kill. They have so desired.
Yeah, he was mid-animation for the third race there onto the Batrider as he died, so very, very close that Batrider would go down with him. Be a 6-minute rune, gonna spawn top. Puck, gonna be very happy to get some resources.
Very fortunate. And a bounty rune on top of it.
Yeah.
I mean, this Puck is nowhere near as far behind as I thought it would be.
He could get level 6 here from one creep, and then he has coil for the gank. Creep dies, he gets it.
There's the creep. I mean, Seb is already dead before the Puck even really gets here. Flarko gets turned on by the Timbersaw, but yeah, you're right. With his coil, Puck hits 6, comes in, kills him off. 5-1.
Absolutely amazing start here from Passion.
And they're going bottom. The Pango is right on top of 23 Savage. Oh, he's blocking the arrow.
Ooh.
Oh,
Nice try, though, by Fernance, jumping around, trying to get the angle for the arrow. These UA teams, man, they're playing really well.
it's very good individual execution so far.
Yeah.
Lanes have done very well. As 9 goes on a bit of a journey, migrating towards the Wisdom Rune,
And
but
Flacco
it looks like he's
TP'd
a little
out.
too late.
Savage TP'd up here with Nature's Prophet TP, and he doesn't have TP ready to leave this place now.
Oh.
So he tried to get the Clockwork kill, but he TP'd on the bridge, survived because of it. So now Savage has to run all the way to the gate and then move through the gate. This is time that your carry doesn't really want to spend moving around.
And they've spotted it. They know exactly what's going on. And 23 is going to make a little tomato to go and push that top lane, it looks like. But so far, the moves have been good from the Dire. And this is where you can kind of evacuate top. You know that a lot of emphasis has been put there by OG. So Shadowfiend goes and clears jungle, and now they actually shift into mid. Clockwork leading out. 9 is coiled. In comes the Mirana and the raises of the Shadowfiend to finish off the Ricky.
What is this rotation? This is so unexpected that all of them would just show up mid like that. And that's why the Ricky versus Puck can backfire. You get coiled once, you can't really escape when they go on you.
Yeah, I was watching the SF and just like, what is he doing?
He just walked
You know?
mid. What an absolute boss, dude. I love this guy.
Literally just walks down mid to kill the enemy mid
The
laner.
funny thing is, this is something that teams normally do if like you're losing your lane, oh, look somewhere else to do something. He wasn't losing his lane. He's been in 5 kills now, and he was doing really well on top lane as well. But he just saw an opportunity to go and kill the mid laner, takes it. Of course, he does lose top tower to Nature's Prophet going there, but still, trading mid for top tower, that's a good trade. Top tower usually falls no matter what, but mid tower, that's not an easy price to take.
It was that perfect kind of understanding of, like you say, he wasn't losing his lane. They won the lane, then they forced the overreaction from OG, right? They bring the tri-lane, they TP the Prophet, they bring numbers and heroes up top. Then
Whisper?
you evacuate.
He's
There's
in
a
danger?
vacuum you've got to fill. It looks like he's going to chain back across the cogs, but is that a Rolling Thunder right here? He's coming a long way to come in and crash onto the dead corpse of Whisper. But he's
Dancing
also
on him.
spotted 23 Savage. Oh, this Rolling Thunder's going to hit him once. Treant comes out, and that's going to be the end of that.
They realize that more people are coming, and indeed the Batrider and Ricky are both running over here. The Warden Sentry spots them, though. Buck is
Ricky.
coming. Close on the Ricky.
I'm going to coil him.
Hookshot is there, too.
And there's the Ricky dead.
Oh,
9 gone twice in a row.
This is a disaster of a start for OG. Not what you want at all. You wanted to dominate mid with this counter pick, but you didn't. The Puck actually outplayed him on his own on the lane, and then they've just been playing beautifully together on the side of Passion. The moves they're making, it's very, very dynamic, very flowy maneuvers across the map. They're still not sacrificing a lot of HP on their mid tower. Bottom tower is untouched during all this.
Now Ari's
they grab him.
Batrider. Yeah, get him in the cogs.
Blacko. I always get surprised by that. The extra catch range from the expanded armature nowadays.
Oh, but the Whisper does come in. Snipes
Nice.
out the Marana. That's a
Maxed
good
out
kill.
Timber Chain. He goes for another one. 2 supports.
There it is. Oh, Whisper has recovered now.
Yeah, it's Whisper just seeing the opportunities, finding the moments there. I think a lot of people would have chased the Clockwork initially, but goes for the Marana first and gets both still. Beautiful play.
So what does this mean for OG if the first 10 minutes hasn't gone too well, but they're not super far behind against a team fight lineup like Passion has? Are you worried?
Oh, SF is being run at. Sorry, right now he's being
He's got
chased.
the Rolling Thunder as a backup, though, and he just turns with the recommend raises, forces the overgrowth, down goes the Treant. Roshan's come out of his lair and said, what's going on over there? Hits the SF a couple of times. He'll be finished off by the Ricky, as 9 and 23 looking for a little bit more, but 9's gone very deep. Big chain and whirling death from Timbersaw. Whisper's going to try and shred through the Pango with a chakram, but it's not enough damage, and he's got turned on here by the Mirana and the Pug. The coil in the orb, and now 23 Savage, the TP's been cancelled. He turns to try and fight, but he's dead as well.
Oh boy, you got the SF, but they got nothing else. And there's 4 heroes in this fight, Gareth. So much committed again, and they lose tower on top of it. The catapult kept alive. And the SF, he may have lived if it wasn't for Roche coming out and griefing him as well there. The SF ulti aggroed Roche so that he comes out and smacks him.
Yeah. Well, there goes the tier 1.
Look at the tempo they're playing with, though. And that's not bottom tower removed, so they're equalizing the side lanes. Having the advantage mid already, of course.
There's absolutely no downtime for Passion UA here. It is like they are on rails, and they know where this train is going, and it's not stopping.
Yeah, they're charging around the map. Clockwork playing a bit around the SF right now, trying to keep him safe. He's under a Radiant Observer Ward right now. Power Rune spawns bottom. Puck will be happy with an Illusion Rune. Nice to have against the Treant in case he ult this U in particular.
But yeah, what's OG's game plan right now? Because it felt like they were meant to be the ones, TPing around, dogpile. Like it felt like they were the ones that were meant to be making the moves that Passion are making now.
You gotta stop the bleeding. That's basically it. They want to play around Gleipnir timing for Nature's Prophet. That's their primary timing they're looking towards. And of course, the Ricky is working on Diffu, so they need item timings to come in. Right now, they're not strong enough to fight against the Passion lineup. They're just got way more damage and way more abilities to win the fights. Whereas OG, the needs, they're very item dependent lineup right now. And wraparound coming again. Passion wasting no time. They're going for a top tower push.
Well, they see a hero and they want to kill it, don't they?
Yeah.
Rocket Flare spots out Whisper, so they go on Ari with a Puck, and the clock is on Whisper as well to maybe look for the bonus kill, but definitely to stop any turnaround potential.
Yeah. Pango rolling around, not gonna connect on too much, but they are laying into this tier 1 tower as well. And keep in mind, this is a Treant lineup. He hasn't even had time to skill up living armor yet, and Seb has already lost every single tier 1 tower. Not what you want to have happen.
Well, this map is starting to get pretty damn small. And Seb right now is hunting for a Wisdom Rune steal, which he might be able to get.
Yeah. He's investing a lot of time into this, though. He's been sitting here for 30 seconds already. Gonna wait for the full minute just to take the Wisdom Rune. And he may not get it. Who knows? We'll see if they move over on Passion as well. Might get it, though. It's only 10 seconds remaining.
Nobody's
Biding his time.
Flacco.
I'll be so smart.
Pango and Puck TP's on cooldown. It looks like the support's not ready in time. So a good grab there by Seb.
Yeah, double Wisdom, they get their own as well. That's a big play. That's the downside for Passion being so aggressive right now. You see, they line up another smoke gank during this, but they're not taking the time to play the timing for the Wisdom runes.
Wait. Did get an Arcane Rune on the Puck.
Yeah.
So Witchblade, Coil,
a Coil on the Timber, and he dies. There's no way out of it for him, really. Hook shot
to start it. Cataphine with a bit of damage to go over the top. Do they need the Coil? Apparently not. In we go with that final bit of damage from the Puck, waning, rifting, and jumping forward. And they try to call the Bat Rider in the back. Ari held in place for a little bit and slain by Batchuk's Pangolier.
Just goes down again. Another big fight for him. Sure, you got the 2 Wisdom runes, but 2 more kills going their way. And these are kills that they're going to turn into something more. They're immediately moving bottom, looking towards the tier 2 tower. Even thinking about controlling the Roshan area, perhaps. He's going to move top now, though.
What was Seb still doing over there?
I don't know. He's been sitting in that Wisdom rune area for like a minute, but I'm not sure what he was waiting for. Maybe someone to come and farm the Ancients?
Ah, he's just chilling. Seb chilling. Well, the lead is building for Passion UA. Like you said, kind of taking control over the Roche area.
Yeah, 7k lead is not a bad lead here. 15 minutes into the game against OG. Game number 1 looking out great here for them. Though we have seen OG tenacious earlier today. They also looked like they had a really, really rough game in game 2 against Dandelions, but they turned it around.
Yeah. It's one of those teams, you know, OG, Team Spirit, these kind of guys. There's that die-hard mentality, right? Where no matter how far behind you are, no matter what goes on, they're going to find a way to kind of analyze and understand what their win condition is in a team fight or in a moment, and they'll take it immediately.
Yeah. Not gonna dive for the Nature's Prophet, staying far away from the tower diving. This Ricky has yet to find any real groove in this game. He's 1-3-0. Has the Diffusal, but not easy to find kills. Maybe Clockwork right now? Under a ward.
He's trying for it, but that's a tanky Clockwork with a couple of bracers and backup arriving. They get the kill on Flacco, but now, yeah, you're coiled up. Ricky, down he goes. Timbersaul's chained in to try and fight back into this. Shadow Fiend with the Mirana and Puck here, causing serious issues for OG in this bottom jungle.
Yeah, even though Clockwork was picked off, he quickly dropped double ward, sentry and ward combination on the cliff there so that the Ricky could be killed by his course. Very, very heads up play still. Even so, you're happy to trade 1-for-1 when you're this far behind, so I'm sure 9 doesn't mind dying.
Even Ricky for a clock?
At this stage, yes. You're 8,000 gold behind. You need anything to go your way.
I guess Bat got to farm some jungle. Nature's Prophet was farming Ancients, but 23 has been found and slain by this Clockwork Mirana support duo.
See, you would rather have a trade than that happening right there. This is just snowball momentum happening.
That I agree with, yeah. Goodness gracious. Man, now look at them swarming into the Radiant Ancients.
Whisper did push bottom all the way, at least on his Timber, so opening up a little bit, lifting the ribcage here, getting some space to breathe. Getting BKB and about 200 gold.
Yeah, he needs that BKB badly. I feel like it's a rarity we see Whisper kind of rush the BKB.
Yeah, it's normally not the item you expect a Timbersaw to go as a second item after Kaya. Normally it's a Blink Dagger or something aggressive, or maybe a Cloak, but full BKB, it speaks volumes to how this game is developed.
Well, at least now OG with a read on where Passion are. Big old line drawn out by Seb saying, hey, they're down in this bottom jungle.
Oh, the
Probably
BKB on the courier.
Gate.
It's in danger.
Ooh.
Don't fly into all of these heroes.
Yeah, you're right. Now gate into Roche. They're smoked, so they're not spotted by that observer ward.
It does see the gate. It sees the animation. Even if there's a smoke, they pinged it out. So Radiant did realize that they went through. They should know about this Roche being taken. Doesn't really matter though, as Roche dies very quickly. They're smoking over there, but OG, I'm sorry, you're just way too late for this.
Maybe they can catch someone who's like straggling or left behind. Like, this Puck is in a weird position right now, trying to get a bit of an angle to backstab with the rest of the team beelining it down that top lane.
Though, so not the easiest target.
Well, you're right. So the smoke screen there, they think this Puck is a freebie, but it has the Force Staff, so Waning Rift away.
Slides away. Pango actually used the
shout.
roll a bit preemptively there, trying to catch, but Puck didn't get a coil out before he left, so can't catch anyone.
And now just running straight for this tier 2 tower.
Yeah, push coming in. Gonna be a bit cautious though, as they're missing the Pango ulti. They have to respect OG still. You don't want to, you know, feel like you're invincible and suddenly you have the Dragon Knight moment happen again where you just die under a tier 2. Nature's Prophet farming bottom, working on his items. He's got very little farm for a Nature's Prophet carry, by the way. 9.6k with a 12.5 SF is not where you want to be. You want to be ahead. It's almost like Alchemist.
Yeah.
Keeping over from the Tormentor. Get the shard over on the Treant Protector.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, definitely a fantastic shard to have. Can allow him to be a little bit more sneaky on the map. It's Courier, not sneaky enough.
No, that does not have invisibility by trees.
Can you imagine? That would be pretty good, though.
That'd be funny, yeah. Well, OG, I got a bit of breathing room. Spread out and farm up a little bit. Finish off the diffuser blade on Ricky. Still wanting the BKBs, though, as... Oh, that hook shot. Not long enough.
Puck is on the chase, orbing after the Timbersaw here.
Man, Batchuk's on his tail as well with his Spirit Vessel. Placed onto Whisper. Puck in range for the coil now, and he's going to spend it. So Niche getting the damage in onto Whisper, who now BKBs and turns to fight back into the Pangolier.
Meanwhile, they got the Mirana.
Died elsewhere to the Ricky. And OG, they're on retreat mode now. They tried to rally around 9, but look at the damage and the stuns coming on to the Ricky at this time.
Yeah, steal a little bit of jungle farm as well as they head down towards the mid lane. Creep wave is coming. Nature's Prophet did TP over and steal the Wisdom Rune, so 23 Savage got something there. Double Wisdom Rune again for OG. That's back-to-back at least, but the gold disadvantage at this point is really being felt.
Especially with this Ricky. And what were my words when it was picked? Good luck, Puck?
Yeah, good luck, Puck, but Niche, he seems pretty comfortable against Nine's Ricky here. I feel like Nine may not be comfortable enough on the Ricky in that matchup, because this matchup is very, very straightforward for a Ricky, but it is a master tier Puck, and it may not have been a while since Nine last played the Ricky, who knows?
Yeah, definitely not going as intended.
He almost has BKB now, though. Ricky working to get himself a safety tool.
Ari constantly trying to farm out this outer ring of jungle. Scouted out by Flacco, and in comes Fernandes and Niche to finish off the bat.
Just on the mark here. Nice ward to catch him there. Also a good ward to have in the future against Nature's Prophet, who might be farming the area. Meanwhile, the SF and the Pango together take down the tier 2 tower. And this has to feel bad. If you're Nature's Prophet and you just see, or a Trained Protector, and you see all these towers just falling, it feels awful, man. He's living armors the tier 3 tower, but Shadow Fiend is here. Presence of the Dark Lord laying into it.
Puck and Clockwork are killing the Timbersaw back on the other side of the map as well. Whisper's had to BKB defensively. He's got TP, but Mirana coming in. Coil. There's a bit of a stun onto Whisper as he tries to run away, but killed off by Niche. Meanwhile, Pango and SF are, what, 2v3ing the high ground push?
I don't even know what's going on at this point. The Passion are doing everything at once. This feels so illegal. I don't understand how they're getting away with all these moves. And then I look at Nature's Prophet. He's just farming. He's hitting creep somewhere. He feels like he needs more items, needs to catch up, but I don't think he's catching up. I think you're being out-farmed here.
Yeah, I mean, OG are just not together on the same page with the heroes, the plays, whatever's going on. It's been a very difficult game for them to just align on anything. Like this has felt like one of the most well-drilled teams versus kind of like a pub stack almost. Like they're skilled players on OG for sure, but they are, in comparison to Passion in this game, they're nowhere near the same caliber.
Passion look like they've played together for like hundreds of games or something.
Right,
the way they're rotating is so good. They're just on the same page. They're making OG look like fools in this game. Every single move is ahead of them. 13,000 lead here. They're TPing in, trying to catch the Batrider. Catches Timber instead. He's still on cooldown.
Oh, can't quite follow through on him, so Whisper at half health gets away. Pango's pushed out bottom lane into tier 2. Mid lane getting shoved. Top lane, they're going to come back and deal with it because their Nature's Prophet, well, he was up here pushing, but he doesn't have a BKB. He's been coiled, and I don't think there's any escape whatsoever.
No, there's no way out of that one. Puck has a Parasma now, by the way, and Shard, so the amount of damage he does with the right clicks really, really high. And going Blink Dagger next. I love the adaptation as well. Niche showing great understanding to what he needs to do as a Puck in this game. This is not the normal item build, but, you know, changing the Blink first to a Force Staff just because you're against Ricky. It's just simple, but elegant solution to it.
Now Ari caught again. Hogs into Arrow, well set up again by these two supports. Like, Flacco just finds himself in the right place at the right time every time.
Yeah, he's been definitely a man of action in this game. He's been involved in so many of the kills. 18 kill participation out of 23. There's so many kills happening all over the place, but he's been part of the most, along with the Mirana, of course, also 18 for her.
Look at this Pango just edging around the tree line. Trying to see if they can scout someone out. Nature's Prophet in a little bit of a risky spot farming on that left side of the map.
He jumped in.
Already being pushed. 9 not quite getting clipped by that Rolling Thunder, as it looked like potentially the Pango had the perfect roll. But Passion, they're going to realize they've attempted, they've failed, go back to something a little safer.
Yeah, they did do quite a bit of damage to Tier 3 tower, but Treant Protector is healing these Tier 3 towers. And now with Pango roll on cooldown, OG recognize a moment. Maybe they can win a fight right now, but look at Passion, all of them sticking close together, trying to stay safe, covering the SF.
As good a time as any.
OG going behind.
Mirana leaps. Pango, is he ready? High ground vision is there, so Passion, they'll see it coming now. And OG, Seb on the right-hand side, he got scouted by someone. Shadowbeam, though, has been lassoed on the left side. He's got the man to style, a bit of a disjoint to get away from danger. The Requiem is out, but Freak is dying. 9 comes in and gets the kill. SF's gone, but Whispers the trade, and it looks like 9 might be going the same way.
2 down immediate for both teams here, chasing the Treant now.
Looks like Seb's done for. A 2 for 3. Still, like you were saying earlier, right? The state of the game makes that a good trade for OG in terms of numbers and metrics, but I don't know, getting back out on the map is impossible.
Yeah, it's very difficult, but Nature's Prophet at least straight down TP's out to bottom. Puck is immediately giving chase though, running over there with a Force Staff and a Blink. He is looking to get involved. Also has a gem to get the D ward here. We'll find the Observer ward. He crosses the territory. And that was pretty much a perfect fight for OG. The jump from Batrider, catching the SF, bursting him as much as possible before he can ulti. Timbersaw gets the BKB out before the SF fears him. Everything went your way, and still you lost 3 heroes. Ari, I don't know if you can survive this one. You have TP, but I don't know why he's not TPing. Coil wasn't cooldown, it's now coming off cooldown. Even if there is coil, if you TP'd, he forces it. But if you TP'd immediately, it wouldn't even force a coil, it would just live.
Yeah, we just got home.
I guess he ran into a corner and created space instead, but, you know, living is better.
Now, a pretty quick smoke out from Passion. Wow, that top lane is straight into 9. Silenced and forced to BKB. Does get the move away, but dead to the physical right-click damage.
Yeah, so much damage coming in from this puck. That Parasma makes him really just shred through a Ricky. It doesn't matter how much armor you have, a lot of extra magical on top of the physical damage. And with the gem, he's now finding another ward.
Yeah, looks like that was the 3rd double in a row. Wisdom Runes going the way of 23 Savage.
Yeah, at least they have that going for them, but all these Wisdom Runes, and you're still falling behind in levels overall. The game is not getting easier, it's getting more difficult.
Yeah, there's still 7 levels ahead on
I
Passion.
feel like next Roche is going to be the big play that they want to go for on the side of Passion. SF probably doesn't want to push high ground into a Batrider without it. Look at Whisper, just being sneaky here, pushing at bottom lane. He's going to give a TP out now, though.
Oh yeah, Mirana. The 4th core.
The BKB, the transition.
Yeah.
He's almost caught up to the Ricky. 1,000 gold to go.
Yeah, not that far away from it.
Right,
What do you buy now as Mirana? Like, do you go Gleipnir or?
I think he could go for Hurricane Pike, maybe.
Satanic.
Yeah, you could go for the real carry items, of course. I think Hurricane makes the most sense. But maybe a Linken's even, and then spam Linken some people, protect against the Batrider. Could be a thing to close out the game. But he has the 2 key items, the BKB and the Shard, so he can leap around, he can do a lot of damage with the ulti. Of course, even something as simple as just a Lotus Orb is not bad this game as well.
Well, a moment of calm. As Passion going to repurpose themselves after pushing the lanes, getting a kill, going into the Roche pit, and thinking about it. It's just hit daytime, so they can stick around here and do it on this Radiant corner. But they're not. They're waiting.
They're gonna start it now. They just wanted to group up a little bit, and now they begin the Roche attempts. And it dies very quickly with the minus armor they have, bringing him down low. It's gonna be Aegis on the SF, so now he's happy and confident. He can push high ground. Puck finds the Timber on mid. Doesn't want to coil the BKB Timber though.
Savage is just sending all of his treants to just go hit the towers, do any kind of structural permanent damage on the map that you possibly can. Look at Flacco's gone in on this. Forced the BKB out of Whisper. And has the BKB TP.
Yeah, you happily trade that. Hookshot only 35-second cooldown, and Timbersaw now without BKB, this is a good timing for them to push. He did have Arcane Rune, so BKB won't be on cooldown that long, back in 50. But there's still a window here with Aegis. SF should be willing to hit the high ground. Let's see if he wants to finish the BKB as well, but I think they could just go.
Go back and finish what they started like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
The living armor has started to kick in a little bit, but Shadow Fiend, when he starts opening up with the damage like this, the buildings don't last long.
The tower wasn't even full HP yet. Treant, what have you done? Not repaired the tower full?
He needs the old hammer.
Yeah. Oh god. That old hammer. The trauma. The multi-shot hammer.
The hammer and the scaffolding, yeah. The multi-shot, invulnerable tower.
Put a forward ward sentry here, and Puck did leave the area, so he's not around to D-ward. But a sentry came down by Flacco. Are they gonna see it? They send the illusions to clear the ward.
They're very safe stuff.
Yeah, just playing the map right now. Don't want to stress too much. This is a pretty good patient move as well. Taking Aegis and then enjoying it for a while. Don't just immediately rush up the high ground. Take a while of dominating the map and controlling, enjoying the space you have. 17 gold lead and building. Like, what is Ricky gonna do? Is he gonna farm jungle and out-farm you? He has to go for fights.
Yeah, where's his Battle Fury?
Go back for it. Never too late.
Go back to Battle Fury, yeah. A big overgrowth into Tricks the Trade. Just...
Maybe a Midas. Prepare for minute 60. It's OG after all.
Hell yeah. Get those guaranteed neutral items.
Locke finds a hook shot onto Nature's Prophet. He doesn't have Hurricane Pike.
I think you're right. He does have BKB, which is going to have to use Ari. He's gone with a lasso onto the Shadow Fiend to drag Freak into the base, but has died for it. Ow. They're going to move back onto 23 Savage, but he's managed to skirt away from danger, at least for now, while the Shadow Fiend, first life down, protected by the Pangolier roll. And a bit of distance there for Freak to get back to low ground.
Yeah, just gonna walk himself away. A lot of resources expended. Treant ulti is down. Pango roll is used as well for the side of Dire. But back to a tier 2 tower. Creep wave is coming in. This Puck with
There's a
Aghanims.
tier 2 there.
Yeah, they're just diving. The tier 2 is whatever.
Oh, it's like they're getting ready for high ground push. They're going to hit the tier 3 in a second. And you're like, back to the tier 2. It's not even dead yet.
Watch out for this Puck
diving.
Aghanim's Dream Coil. He has Nemesis Curse. Tons of damage.
God. That's going to be some nasty stuff. So what first? You want to try and poke and bait the BKBs, and then go for the big play. Hurricane Pike.
Ward Sentry dropped right in front of him, but he sees it, of course. He has a gem.
He does. And the barracks falling pretty quickly. Ari, he's going to get onto this SF. Hookshot in, a bit of safety for Freak to BKB. Forced after low ground, and now with the Requiem out. A Puck doing some good damage. Trying to look for Whisper's Timbersaw first. And
Ron
they'll
is
blow him up.
clicking.
Now Seb in serious trouble. Nature's Prophet trying to hit back. Does punch down the Marauder, but quickly dies himself. The Shadow Fiend unloads tremendous damage, and there's no buyback on Treant or Prophet. They've been deforested.
Timber already expended his buyback as well, and looks like they're pretty healthy here, using the Spirit Vessel to heal up a bit. Pango has 5 charges remaining, so with the buffs of the Solar Crest and the Spirit Vessel, SF is being rebuilt here.
The SF of Theseus, is it?
Oh my god, Ricky. His HP
That Nemesis
disappears.
curse, man.
Niche is having some fun here. Channeling the power of Nisha. Niche.
If you replace all of the hit points in a Shadow Fiend with healing, is it still the same Shadow Fiend as it was to begin with?
Isn't that a thing about humans? Changing our cells?
The ship of Theseus. Well, yeah, there is an analogy about changing cells, but it was originally a Greek philosophical question.
Ah,
if you have a ship and you take all the you rebuild it plank by plank and fix it, is it the same ship as it was to begin with?
Yes.
It is still the same
I
ship,
solved
just
it.
built from
Yes.
different planks. Very good. So, yeah, chicken and the egg. Of course the egg came first. Of course it did.
And OG is the same. OG is still gonna struggle in the first game, but you know what? They're just getting their footing.
Small camps or the outer ring of jungle. 9 is going to be out there, causing havoc. We get
Also,
ourselves into game 2.
keep in mind, look at the way they can buff up the Lone Druid in this game. Alacrity, sidekick, and then throw a Solar Crest onto him, perhaps. Suddenly, that Lone Druid is going to be one scary, scary boy.
Straight out of hibernation and very hungry. You know, I for the longest time really thought that hibernation was animals going into a cave and sleeping for 6 months. I didn't realize it's literally just them lowering their metabolism. That's what hibernation is. They don't go and I thought bears went and dug a hole and slept for months. And they sleep for like, you know, a bit here and there, but they are not.
That's what I also thought. Did they just teach us wrong? Is that blame educational systems?
Yeah, we've all been freaking brainwashed. I don't know if there's like one specific animal that does it, but we've kind of taken that and applied it to all animals that hibernate.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I also thought the same thing.
Yeah, it's like a little bear family cuddling up in a cave somewhere.
Bears hibernate during winter, but aren't sleeping the whole time. Hibernation just means they don't need to eat or drink and rarely urinate or defecate at all.
Yeah.
Okay. They just go into
metabolism
fasting.
just like...
It's just an extended fasting. They do
Pretty much,
Ramadan.
yeah. That's good stuff. Is that bear gonna get it?
I think so.
Look at him go being
Freak
chased.
is just running the spirit bear over.
Are they gonna kill it though? Can they kill the bear?
No.
It'll take a while.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. Actually, they do abundance strike. I think they will kill it here in the end. Blood grenade is well committed. Let's go get him, boy.
How much is it?
300.
It is 300.
Not
It could be and gold, right?
23 Savage didn't get it.
Oh,
That
man.
took the last hit.
Easy money for the captain.
Oh no, no,
what
you're
he
not on
deserves.
lane together with the two of you.
Well,
That's not even worth, I think.
you think so?
I don't think so, because
He's
now
not got bear though.
lane is automatically pushing back. He doesn't have bear for 15 seconds. He soon has resummon. It doesn't matter that much. And besides,
Right,
he's the bear necessities facet, so it's mainly about him anyway. Yeah, I mean, obviously 300 gold is a lot, but putting it on Naga there and missing the first creep wave, I actually don't think it's worth it.
Yeah, it's definitely a weird one.
I guess the experience is pretty big, though. Yeah, the bear gives a lot.
It's
They already
300
have
XP,
level 2.
right? And first blood there for Whisper, though. Blanco chased down by the level 1. Magnus and Marcy.
Right, good start for Whisper. And this is the lane that we were considered that it could be dangerous, but yeah, that bear being missing in the start may have actually been part of this.
Courier snipe for Fernandes. That wave still pushing in towards the Radiant Tower means Timbersaur's going to have a real nice time.
9 is absolutely destroying Invokers so far. Thus far in the matchup, he is 8-4 against 2-1, so amazing CSing for the Nature's Prophet.
That's insane.
And P is very strong at laning. Sprout with a nice last hit plus harass.
Oh, big old treant going to work. Niche got some catching up to do. Does get up to 6 last hits now, so not as drastically far behind as he was a second ago. There is a nice new wave coming in for the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, got some farm coming. Nature's Prophet keeping his high ground here in a very good way, enjoying his free farm.
Now, top lane always sat right in front of the Radiant Tier 1. And a similar story down bottom as well. Passion doing a good job at holding the creep waves and making sure there's no long lane to chase. That's where Monkey King thrives. And hell, that's where Magnus thrives as well.
They're
when they're
chasing
close to
Monkey.
their own tower. I mean,
They're pulling
23.
him away.
He's dying here to Fernand's Enchantress. Now Seb's in trouble too. He's going to get whittled down. It's going to give a full free farm time to Batyuk on this Timbersaw.
Yeah, enjoying his last inning here. Monkey dead for a little bit as well now. Did use the reel in a good way to try and keep the Monkey King alive. The Lotus spawns. Ench gets it. Seb's
going to die for it.
He's got no way out of that. Surprised he even went for a contest there, trying to get it. Even if he got the healing Lotus, I think he still dies.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, at the very least here, Magnus is having okay time down bottom. Not being pressured too hard. Maybe due to that bear going down early on, but it seems like Ari's Hoodwink in particular is doing a very good job at just harassing them back. No one can really touch the Hoodwink in this lane, it feels.
Yeah, he's playing at a safe distance as well in the Hoodwink, not getting too close, never getting caught by the Marcy. So, yeah, bottom lane is working out really well for them. Soon, though, we might see the Nature's Prophet as well come in and try and help that top lane, make sure they get even more, or crack down on the bottom. That's already going well for them.
Looks like Ench wanted to come into middle lane. Spots a tree in here. He was going to steal some of the jungle farm away from the Nature's Prophet. Limit 9's efficiency. And Fernandes knows that Timbersaw, yeah, one of these heroes, level 4, level 5. You can kind of leave him alone for a little bit, get that experience to 6. Like, if Timbersaw hits 6 before the Monkey King does, this lane can flip-flop, can't it?
Yeah, it definitely can. And already I would say that it's a little bit complicated for Monkey here. He gets pulled in, dodges the damage of the Timber Chain though.
But a lot from the Whirling Death. And yeah, this lane is already
tanking
flipped.
the tower.
It's flipped before the Monkey could flop. Savage. Oh, he's dead. One more hit from the Enchantress. I've lied. I've said he's dead, but he's actually survived. He dives up and gets on the treetops and gets away from them. I thought the Enchantress had another hit in her.
Yeah, it was a little bit tough to get him there. He got around the tree line and stay safe. Salve used though, and a bit of resources again. And it's very low commitment for Enchantress and Timber. They can do this again. Just need another creep. They will dive the tower again. Seb going in against them. Gets slowed down by Ench. Nature's Prophet is closing in on level 6. Then we might see an ulti come in as well. I imagine bottom lane will be the place to try and target down for 9.
Invoker just throwing some spells onto him. Burn through that mana. Make sure he can't easily TP out to the side lanes and get some damage done.
Yeah, now he doesn't have ulti at level 6 actually. He'll have to wait a little bit for the mana. If he does use it, he can't TP. Seb fighting against the Mud Golem, but he has Monkey King coming in.
They want this Enchantress, but she's got Nature's Attendants, a TP from the Nature's Prophet coming in. So you've got 2 cores leaving their lanes for the kill on the Enchantress.
Yeah, not a bad kill to get, but some resources invested for sure. And meanwhile, losing creeps on the top lane. Ooh, Timber almost cut the tree that Monkey King jumped onto. He did just barely jump down the tree.
That could have been dangerous.
Definitely. It was super close.
Well, Timber not level 6 yet. We're getting close to it. And then the more quiet of the 3 lanes, down bottom, Lone Druid at the bottom of the last hits of the cores, but not by much. It looks like Ari and Whisper have done a very good job here at keeping Flacco away from any positions of power. Does have to rebound away from danger off the creep, that gets ensnared by Seb.
Yeah, he didn't want that creep, I can tell you that. He tried to catch the Marcy, but he was too fast for him.
And then Monkey King over the top of the canopy as well. Brings his courier through the Twin Gate. And Lone Druid, that's a signal for him to leave, it looks like.
Yeah, he's chilling a bit, just hanging back, trying to stay safe. He did see them come through the gate. He had a ward on the Monkey King, so he knows exactly what's up. Even though Monkey is trying to be sneaky, he's TPing back top now again. Timber, still not level 6, but very close.
And again, it feels like OG are the ones that they're on the back foot. They're kind of reacting to what Passion are doing. They tried to make a move of their own bottom, but Passion felt it. Now they've got Timber level 6 up top, pressing into tier 1. And a lot of noise in the mid lane where everyone's gathering. And Niche is moving up top. Seb is trailing him.
Making a move for this Monkey King.
They would love to kill 23 Savage.
He can dispel that.
He's dying down bottom. Blacko and Freak, they're on his tail. The Magnus, though, looks like he's okay. Well, back up top, the Timbersaw's dropping low. In comes the Acorn shot, and the finishing touch from Ari, helped there by 9. Nothing left to chase Niche, though, but getting the Timbersaw kill there gives so much relief of pressure for the Monkey.
Yeah, that was a good move by OG, bringing a lot of people, making sure they don't drop anything to the Invoker who ran top there. And at least the Invoker stays alive, but an important kill to get on Timbersaw, slowing down his momentum. Our rune does spawn bottom. It's an arcane rune for the Invoker.
Finds himself top of the net worth now. I mean, that first couple of waves was hard for him, but yeah, Invoker, what a hero.
He does, in general, take over the lane once he gets the double Wraith Band going, and he did go for that build as well. We're seeing the same thing. He's also going to go for the Witchblade in this game. Seems like it's always either Witchblade or Mage Slayer.
Right. How do you choose which one you want to go for?
Oh,
I'll come in a second as the tornado on this Ari Hoodwink. It connects, but it stops the rebound from landing. Still has the damage from Fernandes with the impetus shots, but has to trade her life for it.
Yeah, a little bit of miscommunication there from Passion, who otherwise have been very on point with their executions. I think the decision is kind of tough to make. You probably just look at the amount of magic damage output, and right now, this Dire team does not do a lot of magic damage. You don't care about Mage Slayering, a Monkey King, Nature's Prophet, or a Magnus. So you look at the cores and then decide. Witchblade, however, does give you the True Strike as well against the Hoodwink eventually. So you don't miss.
And is that just like a vibe kind of deal, or are you actually like calculating and doing the maths on it? Like if they have 1,000 magic damage from these heroes, I need Mage Slayer.
No, it's not math. You just look at it and kind of gauge the situation, see what seems to be the primary threat. I think Dota is a lot of like subconscious math. You don't actually do it, but you kind of just look at it and say, yeah, this is more physical than magical, isn't it? We got
the same thing with like figuring out, can I kill this guy? I know I've got enough damage without adding all up the numbers. Yeah.
Seeds of the Seeds of Serenity are here for the Timbersaw. For sustainability.
The Seb of Sadness is here as well in the mid lane.
Oh no, not that Seb.
He's been tipped as well. Oh dear.
Oh no, don't do it, Tim.
Oh no.
Turning OG's good old place against them.
This is starting to rack up now for Passion. I mean, top 3 net worth, all their cores. Lone Druid has been left alone for a good couple of minutes. Like, OG came down here to try and invade his area, planted a ward, but didn't really make a concerted effort to kill him because he just ditched, he bailed. Yeah, and now Timbersaw took over top and he's in jungle now. This is where the game starts to get harder for OG.
Yeah, OG need to find more important kills on the core heroes, and right now mid tower being threatened here. The Invoker has a lot of confidence to just go for this right click. He is backed up by his supports. 9 has been caught. Gets away safely though.
Yeah, runs back. I'm just looking at Whisper. He's got money for Blink, and I think he's bringing it out to him. But that's got to be the key moment now is Blink Magnus with the RP. If they can smoke up and play with him, go get something done.
Yeah, they need to look for some big pickup, like Invoker has to go down to this. Let's see if Magnus TP's mid. We already have a bit of a fight.
Oh, it's just a destruction of the Enchantress. Wukong's reel in, kill her off, but a rebound in onto the Monkey King with the Unleash of Marcy, stopped in his tracks by Seb.
Oh,
hits
here
the
comes
big
the
red
RP.
button, bring them all up, and Whisper with the skewer back, blinks forward, ensnared the Invoker, reels him in. Whisper misses the shockwave, now he's skewering, doesn't get the RP down, holding onto it, trying to find the Invoker, but Flacco's done such a good job there.
Oh, gee? What? How did they live there? That's crazy.
Wasn't that meant to be like a 2-man RP into they die?
Yes, but the Invoker insta-tornadoed, so you couldn't get the skewer on the Magnus. And then the reel-in actually pulls the Invoker to safety away from the Magnus, so he couldn't actually catch him. And then they had a chance for RP, but felt like they couldn't do it anymore. Oh, that was so much miscommunication going on.
Then there was a dispose and a rebound, and now Whisper's nearly dying, but it looks like he's got a regen rune ticking over and healing back up as Flacco and Freak, the 2 big boys, come into the Ancients area where there is a little bit of a stack there for them. They won't be able to take it though. Looks like Magnus has got that on lock.
This Lone Druid is going to go for the build that we saw Pure popularize at TI as well, with the power treads into Gleipnir Rush, then going back for the Diffusal into Disperser, finally a Butterfly coming in. Most likely going to be the build. This is Nature's Prophet TPing out bottom, not going to get caught by Flacco here.
Yeah, the Naga up top. Seb caught by the Invoker and Timbersaw, but in comes Whisper. There's the RP you've been waiting for. Skewers them back across into the shots from Ari. Bushwhacks and slays them with 23 Savage, picking up the final touches on the kills.
Those are very important kills there. Getting 2 big core kills over on 23 Savage. Also empower him up, let him farm a bit faster. He's going to work towards his Gleipnir. And yeah, this is a very good game for Monkey King to get some extra farm, because there's a lot of melee heroes, there's a lot of HP on different targets. You want that continuous damage from Monkey King.
Back to a little bit of calm.
Yeah, Wisdom Runes are coming up in 30. We see Naga Siren controlling the bottom one. Nature's Prophet might go for a play on the other one. He has cooldown for a little bit here on his TP.
How do they do stuff like so Invoker sees the Lotus Pool being used, throws a tornado in where he thinks the Magnus has gone to go and get them, and then I guess Whisper just saw the tornado coming and just blinks away.
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it in Fog of War when someone picks the Lotus, right? So
yeah,
even if you don't have vision, you just throw it. But Whisper with the quick reactions. He's going to farm his way towards a BKB next, by the looks of things. Also, double Gleipnir timing will be big in this game for OG. We are pretty close to the first one on Nature's Prophet. Then Monkey King will go for his.
Ari, yet again, the notorious Smoke Breaker, gets into a good position. And in fact, Whisper is the one who comes in and steals the DD rune that Passion were protecting. Just comes and snags it right into their nose, while down at bottom lane, Freak, that damage from 9 destroys the Spirit Bear and the Lone Druid.
Yeah, the ulti coming in along with the Sprouts, and right-clicks a little bit of Maelstrom procs, and suddenly he's just gone. Of course, the supports were there as well. And now they're moving towards top, thinking about Batjuk, because he's coming here to farm. Actually, yeah, go. Oh, Flacco with a Quelling Blade play.
Oh my god, he's brought him down to the ground off the tree. Is there backup coming, though? Flacco's all alone here.
Timber was thinking about it, but with Magnus there as well, he thinks better. I'll leave his support alone there to die. This is a cute little play by Marcy, though.
Funny little attempt. OG, net worth lead for them. Felt like this was meant to be the scary game, where they're getting dumpstered in lanes, but they've found a bit of wiggle room here to get the Monkey King up and running. And I think 9's Nature's Prophet here being like overfarmed at this point. Gleipnir ready, he is the linchpin hero for OG right now.
Yeah, overfarmed, and he's taking part in all these fights. He's doing exactly what you want from mid the Nature's Prophet. Now we see a go on Seb. He's trying to get the song out. He can't.
Ooh.
The animation cancels.
So annoying. So many little stuns here and there. Well, the high ground vision. I think it got spotted with a sentry drop, so Monkey King and the Hoodwink, a bit of a bail, then turn around to D-Ward.
They have a good ward on Dire still. They want to go on Flacco here.
Can 23 Savage get there? He's on the Enchantress with Whisper here. Rebound forward. Blink RP on the Invoker. Perfectly done by Whisper. Drags Niche into the waiting arms of 23 Savage, and now the chase is on. Ari doesn't want to get involved with the bear, so they'll leave him there and Freak go back to farming.
Yeah, Freak just gonna pop the ulti to stay safe and then keep farming these Ancients. The Lone Druid is still the big ticking time bomb. If he gets all his items, the 3 items he needs. Oh, sneaky snipe here by Ari.
Oh,
doesn't get last though. The raindrop.
The raindrops just enough.
He actually lived with 105 HP, so the raindrop protecting 120 magic damage there. Save his ass.
Very nice. Invoker definitely starting to drag his feet a little bit. Not yet at 7k net worth. Well, the Monkey King and Magnus, both with acceleration powers. Look at that bushwhack into Skewer. They drag them across to the right. 23 Savage, not on the same page though, has gone further left than he expected, but they've still got the kills on both Flacco and Niche, and 23 Savage is still on top of the trees.
Yeah, all 5 of OG here, and Ashen, they were just not enough heroes from the start of the fight. Now they have to abandon this tower. Ward placed behind the tier 1 as well. No way to defend this anymore. Oh, the Lone Druid may have gone too close here. Skewer back.
Bushwhack into Blick Skewer. They've got him and the bear. Drag him back into 23 Savage as Seb, he sings the song, sees the Enchantress and the Timbersaw a little further back. OG wanting to retreat, though. That's a song to run away, not wanting to fight any further. And that's going to leave Whisper in an awful spot just to die to the Chakram.
Whisper goes down, so they do lose something on the exit, but still got some good payoff here. A lot of kills, got the mid tower, and then finally get themselves out. 6,000 gold lead right now for OG. This is way better than what we saw in game number 1, at least.
Having a much, much better time.
There's a big power spike timing coming up, by the way. Batyuk is going for the Aghanim Scepter straight after Kaya on Timber. So he is 500 gold away from it right now. Once he gets that, he'll be a much harder target to kill, and he'll also bring quite a bit of damage.
But Wagga, we both know this game is going 70 minutes. So
Not game number 2. No, that's not in the script. It's game number 1 was supposed to be.
jeez, that damage from Timber. Well, 9's down. Highest net worth hero gone as he was caught on the wrong side of the map as Ari finds Flacco up top. But yeah, I mean, game 1 didn't go to the script though. I didn't go 65 minutes, so we've got to make up the numbers. You know, we've got ad revenue and viewers out there. We've got.
It's Passion's fault. We'll find them for ending the game too early.
Right, this is the one, right? Scaling Enchantress. Like both teams have scaling heroes.
Yeah, they definitely do. And now we see Lone Druid going in towards Roche here after taking the kill on the Nature's Prophet that he found in the jungle. He rotates up toward top, going into Roche. He's tanking up. Bear's slowly doing what it can here. Right-clicking away.
A little punchy punch. Need the Serenity. Keep them all topped up. And then Flacco, of course, comes in with a sidekick.
Yeah, no contest from this. OG give it up. So that's going to be Aegis over on the Lone Druid. Oh, Monkey King has been caught this time.
Bleipnir comes out.
The
and the
stun.
Centaur Stomp stops him in his tracks. For Roshan, Aegis into... What is that, 1,200 gold?
Yeah, you're seeing that right. If you have a lot of heroes around, then you get a lot of gold. And they are behind, so comeback mechanic on top of that. It just all adds up.
So in the past 2 minutes, they've killed Nature's Prophet, who had a big streak. They've killed Roshan, got Aegis, killed Monkey King.
They're just turning the game around entirely, yeah.
Was it AK lead down to 4 now?
Something like that.
And now looking at a tier 2 tower. I mean, these Dominoes are toppling. OG are trying to do something elsewhere on the map, but like they press into a tier 2 bottom, they've got to kind of give up on that. They can't push hard. So Naga, Magnus both farming jungle, and then Nature's Prophet, he's gone Ancients.
There's that Alacrity push, but they can't get in time before the Monkey King respawns, so now OG could defend. And I think Passion might have to back out here, respecting Monkey King being back with his ulti. So they're not going to get to tier 2 that easily. Still trying to push with the Lone Druid hanging around. Forge Spirit is there. Catapult on the next wave. BKB is finished on the Magnus, so he's pretty ready for fights.
I wonder if it would have been good for Seb to like cut top wave instead of farming down bottom, but he's being very efficient. Like Seb has got a lot of money from this bottom lane push. Cutting mid and bot with illusions while farming jungle. He's got 6.2k net worth.
Yeah, he's starting to build himself into some sort of core slowly. But we'll see how it's gonna go. He's got drums so far. Atos on the Hoodwink. They pop a smoke here. Gonna look for something with the RP ready.
And Monkey King's going to join them too as they find the Marcy. But in comes the damage from the Timbersaw. Equally the RP inside the Wukongs. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, we've got 5 heroes dead.
And they're
All
chasing
Radiant,
for more. He's
one
pretty
on the
slow.
Dire. Lone Druid is the 5th here for Passion. That's going to get caught by an Acorn shot. Bushwhack from Ari. Whisper, does he have Blink Skewer? He's looking at the Lone Druid and the Spirit Bearer as multiple targets that they can go on and kill. Buybacks from the two Radiant supports to fight into the Aegis that they had on the Lone Druid. That's been claimed up now. Whisper's on like 10 HP. The Impetus shot will land and kill him. Now 23 Savage, though, battling into the bear. Lone Druid's dying inside the Sprout. He's gone down and done for while Flacco is being shredded. The dieback on the Marcy and the Enchantress. Gleipnir'd up and getting cleared out as the tips rain down on 9. Nature's Prophet, Hoodwink, and Monkey King all stand their ground and destroy Passion.
I think he could even try to chase for more, but with the Ghost Walk here, can't quite catch him. No dust available. And we see the team fight combo is just absurd. This Magnus Monkey King thing is working wonders for the side of OG, bringing people back into Wukongs over and over. Whisper and 23 Savage are finding each other and really synergizing in these fights. And I don't know, man. Passion, they had a pretty strong, moment in this game. They did swing the game around very well with taking Roche, but they don't really have the presence in these big fights. Not in the same way.
With the Invoker finding a snipe on 9, that's a pretty decent kill. If yes, yeah. Okay, there we go.
Gets the kill. Huge kill to get for sure. A lot of gold, but still, they're still finding themselves 10,000 gold behind here. Now 11 with the Tormentor taken as well. Shard goes over to the Hoodwink.
Feels like today is a day of Whisper Magnus, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. Just let the man play Magnus. He's finding his jumps.
Very composed. Does OG take their Tormy? And Passion do the same on the other side of the map.
We'll see them try and work on getting some map control again on Passion. Has to be a little bit discombobulating to take these team fights and just see everyone disappear immediately in the fights. Gotta regain your footing after this. Another smoke coming in. Cooldowns are ready for the side of OG. They found Flacco.
And I see him. Quick little root. Wrapped up against the tree and then leaps away. That Timbersaw, Batyuk, trying to charge into action and lead his team, but looks like OG have scattered to the wind.
Yeah, OG put some wards and sentries down. Just gonna control the area right now. And Passion not really finding a way to get out on the map. Meanwhile, 23 Savage as well as 9 are both just farming away. BKB is completed now. Nature's Prophet is coming out. And Monkey has his 9 seconds as well.
Yeah, there it is for 9. Well, OG making a bit of a base camp in that bottom jungle. This does give quite a bit of room for Passion to get out on the map. And take that top lane, take a bit of farm for Freak. Yeah, in these fights, man, just the heroes disappear into the quagmire of AoE and massive damage and spells that Timbersaw is going to feel.
He got the axe out, though. Is he fine?
He did. I don't know. It's going to explode with a bit of a bang, but I think 23 Savage, yeah, with that sharpshooter backing him up, perfectly fine to take down the Timber. As Whisper hunts for a +1, but the TP's out from Flacco.
So much lockdown with the Orchid, with the lockdown of the Naga Siren ensnaring you. Difficult to get away. Monkey's still chasing for more here.
Oh yeah, Marcy TP'd out of danger top and finds herself in danger down bottom. Gleipnir's galore from the Monkey and the Prophet, finding niche as well. Ice Wall dropped, Sprout misses, so Invoker's safe behind his tier 2.
Yeah, he's gonna be okay.
Lone Druid. Is the Lone Druid okay?
He's been spotted.
Long-range acorn shot bushwhack from Ari, and Seb's wrapped in from the other side to ensnare him. Magnus is arriving from the northeast. Freak trapped in the Sprout and Orchided. Gleipnir's big thrown left and right, and in comes...
the bear.
Yeah, in comes the Monkey King.
Yeah, quick kills here. Lone Druid dead for 45, and they're losing all the map control. Invoker trying to push out mid, but Monkey with this mobility, simian stride, flying after him.
Oh, hello, Invoker. Quick Tornado and Ghost Walk, but he's still going to get hit by the Boundless and the Gleipnir. Does he have reveal? How does he see him?
No. No, Gleipnir gives vision, but once it runs out, no vision anymore.
I thought I was going mad. I thought it was a Dire Sentry and a Radiant Sentry. What's happening there? I mean, Niche is still trying to poke back at Ari.
Monkey jumps
Flacco's
deep.
come in. And 23 straight onto the Invoker. Very quickly jumps on him. And Niche taking a pounding from 23 and Whisper. Does he get away from this behind the tree line with a bit of help from Fernandez and Chandras? Not enough to save his life. So him and Flacco, they'll both die. Fernandez and Chandras now on the run. And so's Batrick's Timbersaw. OG really feeling themselves now. Ari dodging and juking away from the Timber, gets off to the right-hand side and launches out the disables. Yes, he had his Aghanim Scepter going to maybe tank through the initial onslaught of damage, but now Whisper BKB'd up to get away from the bear, and they can continue chasing this Timbersaw. Freak.
Monkey not
He's
done yet.
on the tail of the Magnus. Monkey King starting to drop lower on resources.
Oh,
So with the
it's getting
Enchantress
clicked.
and the bear on him, he gets clicked down. I thought this was a gimme for OG, but in comes Passion.
Fernandez together with Freak on the high ground there. The two of them just give him the right clicks. Hench has that Dragon Lance as well, but the Lone Druid doing the big damage. And now Roche is up again. Are we in an awkward spot where Radiant are now gonna go Roche again after being bullied for the last like 6 minutes straight?
It looks like it, doesn't it? It's like OG bullies Passion. Passion finds a window to like kill one, go Roshan, get Aegis. But then is it going to be the same thing again where they come out of Roche and die? Like get wiped by OG?
No, but it's at least some form of break for them. They have been just absolutely running from this Monkey King and Nature's Prophet who have killed so many heroes. Finally getting a chance to get something. And Lone Druid, I fear that he's getting kited too much in the fights. He's really strong, but they just deal with him last after killing everyone else first. They're doing a great job just picking apart Passion's lineup.
Hoodwink with a full Gleipnir now. So is that 3 on OG? Nature's Prophet, Monkey King.
Yep, they
Hoodwink.
got the third Gleipnir completed. The Hoodwink
That's
finally
where all
joined
that
the crew.
kiting comes from, huh?
2 to
Getting
go.
skewered and rooted.
Come on, Magnus. You can queue it up. You don't need a refresher. Go Gleipnir. Good item.
It is, yeah. I've seen a few Arise clips. Hurricane Pike and Gleipnir, yeah. And some Paladin swords for the 2 cores. Monkey and Lone Druid both with a bit of lifesteal now. Or a bit extra.
I see them setting up something mid here. Invokers running around thinking about stuff, but with BKB on the Monkey is not an easy target to go on. Magnus shows himself on mid.
What do you think Invoker thinks about when he's running around?
Probably how
Dalmane?
much better he is than everyone else.
Ah, yeah.
Average Invoker player.
All the books he's read. The library behind him. Oh, Gleipnir. And the Bushwhack. Catches the Timber and the Bear. And in comes the RP there from Whisper onto Invoker and Marcy. So 9 can start getting the damage out. But they've not really contended with the Invoker just yet. So Marcy will buy back. They've still got Aegis on Lone Druid.
Oh,
They
stop the
cancel
TP.
out the TP from the Naga Siren, who was singing to let the rest of the team retreat. So it looks like Passion should be able to come in and clear out Seb.
Oh, nice Gleipnir from outside the range there. Gets the gem as well in their hands. This could be big for them. Taking some vision control on the map. With the creep wave coming in mid as well. Even catapult wave coming here. They can now start pushing. They have the Aegis in hand still. An RP on cooldown. Monkey King ulti on cooldown. This could be a very difficult Rax to defend.
Wait, what 1 minute on Aegis is it? Must be.
I think more. They have 3 minutes
3
on
minutes.
Aegis, so this is gonna be difficult to contest. And they could just
dear.
keep going. If they don't defend this, they will go for top as well. So you have to put up some form of fight here. Nature's Prophet is split pushing bottom. This has to be addressed. The iron trees, they're too strong.
Oh, try and hold back that mid push with a good bit of damage onto the Bear.
Oh, the Skewer
front
gets stopped.
lining. Whisper. Oh dear. He refreshed and BKB'd and he's dead without buyback.
Oh no, 9 missed micro as well as 3 died in the push, so he's not getting the Rax.
Damn. I mean, this Enchantress getting reeled back behind tier 4s. Does die, but now they've got a clear line and target onto the Nature's Prophet. Straight onto 9. Lone Druid dropping low, but life stealing back up. The Paladin Sword with the alacrity on him, kicking in big time. Boundless Strike will take his first life, but Batrick is still here to bodyguard him alongside Niche.
Yeah, that's the
Freak.
Disperser. Could run out.
Gonna run back in that Lone Druid big boy form. Alacrity back on him again as OG buyback on the Naga Siren. But they lost that mid-rax. They're losing their tier 3 top. Freak just goes and wails at the buildings.
He's just slapping them. Look at that Lone Druid go. Magnus up in 5.
And then the jump. That Gleipnir into
He's
Blink
diving?
from Timbersaw.
Freak, no, not like this, man.
They're trying to go on the hoodwink, but you've just got to go for buildings, surely. Hit the barracks, take them down, the backdoor regen.
They're not gonna get it.
It's kicked back in, and now we've got a skewer cancelled out. Niche will survive thanks to the root, stopping the Magnus in his tracks. 23 Savage, he's on the Invoker, but he's getting pushed around. 23 Savage, he's hit the ground, he's dead for 80 seconds.
And they're back on the Rex, through the backdoor protection, they can take it.
They've got this lane. I mean, Monkey's gone for a million years.
How? Gareth, how did we end up here? OG were dominating this game.
Don't worry, there's 30 more minutes of gameplay to come.
Okay, 30 minutes to go. You telling me the Lone Druid won't eat the entire base within the 30 minutes?
No, he won't.
Okay. I'll trust.
I don't know how we get. We're going through this like sine wave of up and down action where it's like we're losing, we get a fight, we get a Roshan, we're winning, we're losing.
The sine wave is gonna end, Gareth, and there's gonna be just a pit, just an abyss coming, because once this butterfly is done on Lone Druid, I don't see how you fight anymore. What do you do with the lineup of OG against butterfly timing? They didn't go Monkey King bar on the Monkey King himself. He's not gonna be able to hit him.
And Seb just evaporates there.
Yeah.
Needs some chips to go along with a bit of fried fish.
Yeah,
to answer your question seriously, it's Whisper. Whisper has to get a big RP or Blink Skewer into Fountain or something.
Yeah, Fountain I can accept, but what else kills him? 53% evasion, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, this is no regular butterfly. This is a bare necessities butterfly. I don't know why evasion gets buffed by it. I feel like that's an absolutely insane thing, but it does. So once he gets this completed, it's gonna be absurd. We can hover him when it hits his inventory and see.
The big boy butterfly.
I think it's 53 or was it 51? Either way, more chance to miss than to hit.
We'll get there very soon. Now we've got another Torment to take, more gold, a shard for the Invoker.
They've stabilized the game entirely here, and OG now finding themselves confused. They have the Refresher RP, so if they push high ground, sure, they can maybe bring them back to the Fountain. But that's a big if, man. That's so much pressure on Whisper to salvage this game now.
It was meant to give 35.
Yes, 35 is the regular evasion. However, as you see here, 53% evasion.
Well, it said 0, but...
Yeah, you gotta re-hover it. You hover it too early, but
53%.
On top of that, the DPS increase from it is just wild. He's got 500 damage per hit now, and the attack speed of more than 3 hits per second. This Lone Druid just becomes an absolute monster. And then, you know, once he pops the ulti, he has like, what, 50 armor, bunch of HP. Yeah.
Gleipnir and Javelin stuff, the proc gives, it goes through evasion, right? That's the only thing that they can
Gleipnir
rely
procs
on.
can get through. But, I mean,
Yeah,
that's not enough. Gleipnirs have limited procs.
Yep. It's a hard one. And OG really relying on this smoke to pay off because it's outside their base. And if OG lose a fight here, it could just be game over. Could be qualifier over.
Yeah, it would go very quickly. And look at Passion, though. They realize that we're in great position. Just move back to the Roche. Roche could spawn in 1 minute, so it will spawn top before it moves bottom. It pretty much has to, unless it's absolute maximum timing. So just control that. They want the Aegis for the push.
Invoker's going to set up bottom as well. Clear the wave, start to push it towards that tier 2 and kind of force OG's hand to either let their towers fall or come and defend Roche.
Tormentor shard over on Lone Druid. Yeah, that's also a really good shard to get. People build such a streamlined build on Lone Druid now, despite the fact that his shard is insanely valued. People don't buy it because you just want these 3 items ASAP. And now he has more Dispel as well, so he can get himself out of some situations by casting the Roar. Oh, he got the shard. Oh, wait. No, that was the shard for the bear. He has the shard for himself. Now he's shard on bear and himself. So he has to fetch. Yes. Never mind. I forgot there's 2 shards for him. Yeah, I don't know if we'll see him use fetch that much, but he has Disperser. He could be a budget Bat Rider here.
Yeah,
Disperser the bear and run them back home.
Jeez.
Game of ulti.
RP as well. That's Marcy Invoker inside the Wukongs with the RP. Skewered across, but he got BKB off on Niche. Still looks like he's gonna die. So OG buy themselves a bit more time.
That was big. Fighting under the ward immediately there, not giving time to set up for Passion. Passion leave the area immediately, and now OG have the chance to do something more.
Looks like it's fortunate for Passion that the death timers should coincide with Roshan respawning.
Yeah, that is very lucky. It could spawn earlier, and that's why we see right now OG just going over there. They're rushing towards this Roche pit.
45 seconds to go. So there's going to be a bit of a timing here where there's no RP. But we will
Monkey
have...
got cut down.
He
Jumped on the tree.
Timbersaw. He's got him. 23 Savage.
Oh,
He's
no.
dead. Whisper tried to come back in with an RP. He landed it, but there's no saving the monkey.
Monkey's coming back. He
buys
back.
9 is TP'd in behind them as well. Nature's Prophet is being annihilated. Does get off his BKB and a run back, and thanks to Seb, they've got the song to hold them away. OG frantically scrambling to get something out of nothing. But now Seb has been left stranded here, and he's done for.
Oh no, Marcy tries to catch someone else. Not gonna get anyone else's hoodwink. Finds herself in the corner here. Gonna TP out. Man.
And now Roshan's alive.
The blink insta tree cut though. That was so clutch from Batyuk. He was so ready for the Monkey King to do that. Immediately punishing, and now we're back to square one here, where Lone Druid, it's about to hit your high ground with an Aegis again. Aghanim Scepter is well available from Roshan this time. We'll see who takes that. Looks like Invoker.
Deja vu. Back to square one. What is it? Square three, square two, square...
Yep.
We've done it 3 or 4 times already.
And they're going down that bottom lane. Actually, Lone Druid is going top. Seems like they want multiple lanes pushing in.
I guess he can finish off that final barracks there and then rejoin the team.
You don't want to split up too much, though, if you're Passion. That's how it backfired last time. 2 heroes got RP'd, and then suddenly they had to back out. I think they want to build the death ball and then just go. Yeah, they TP out from top and make sure to group up and go together.
Happening on the bear.
Same ward bottom here. Well, not the same one, but same spot. It's a new ward. Gets dewarded immediately.
And OG just one bit of vision now that they can really play into just outside of their base.
Refresher
That
on
top
cooldown
left
for
hand.
50 seconds on Magnus. That's a tough one because they're going to have to defend the high ground. Maybe they let this go and play for their range racks top to stay alive, but you've seen what an Enchantress can do against it, and they have a Lone Druid as well. That range racks is a liability.
Do wonder.
go in.
Whisper. He's making the play with his BKB skewer back. Lone Druid taking a lot of damage, and this Monkey King's opening up on him. Freak, though, turning with a lifesteal, finally loses
Marcy
his own
drops.
life as Marcy drops inside the Wukong that's just been placed. Now Whisper, the second RP, Tornado, a bit of disengage, maybe for the Lone Druid to survive, but OG, they're holding their own for now. Disarm on the Monkey King makes things difficult for 23 Savage, and that meatball just keeps on burning him as Batyuk chases the Monkey all the way back behind his throne. 23, healed back up, he should be safe for now. He's getting
lifestealing off the
blown up by the
illusion.
Timber Sword, trying to lifesteal back up as best he can to leap forward with the shard. Boundless back into Fountain and safe. So Invoker dead, Whisper skewers the Marcy back into the Fountain, but dies to some massive hit as the Lone Druid opens up and is
pulling him
dragged, reeled into the Fountain, and RP wasn't even needed. Whisper has another one for this Timbersaw if he can just get the gap closed. OG, they hold their base. They had to throw absolutely everything at Passion.
Oh my god, dude. They bring him down in the end. They're chasing a Timsaw. May not get that, but they have a huge timing here. 1 minute on all these 3 heroes dead. Marcy bought back even. Actually, Monkey King is chasing the Timbersaw. Gets cut down. Yeah, but he has backup coming.
He does. 90 been behind. Ari is here. Sprout, Acorn shot, Nemesis curse, tons of damage. Timbersaw's dead for 100.
100 seconds and OG, they are going full steam ahead. The comeback mechanic, they're working their way back into this game. Whisper doing
God,
so
look at
much
that.
work in this game as well.
That graph is insane.
Also, shout out to Nine, dude. He's playing his ass off in this game. He's 11, 3, and 22. This Nature's Prophet is dealing most damage in almost every single fight that we're watching. He is just absolutely tearing through people.
He's cutting waves, he's split pushing, he's keeping behind people, he's causing havoc. So many ticks in the boxes from 9 in this game.
Yeah. And the fact that he has the Mindbreaker as well as the MKB and the Bloodthorn and the Gleipnir, he's got a lot of damage coming in.
And then TP straight into mid. 50 seconds, no Timbersaw. Early glyph here from Passion as well to try and keep OG away from their doorstep.
Yeah.
Smoke
They're
up.
still dead. OG don't really want to push high ground. They would like to have an Aegis of their own for once in this game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, please share. You had 3 now on Passion.
you got to feel pretty good, though, right? Defeating them with an Aegis, killing Lone Druid a couple of times. You know,
Oh,
Whisper's going to have his full kit again soon.
Definitely, and they are scaling really well. The Lone Druid, you know, he's 3-slotted, and that's the limitation. He doesn't get much bigger than that. Yeah, he added a Vladimir's on the bear, but the item progression has really stopped on the Lone Druid. He was just as strong about 15 minutes ago as he is now.
Well, that's the trouble when the game is scripted to last 60 minutes and you picked a Lone Druid, isn't it?
He didn't read the script. Yeah, that's our bad. We didn't send it over.
He read the first 20 lines. He's like, I'm the main character here.
Oh yeah, I pop off. I get big. Okay, that seems good.
He didn't read that it's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. He's like, oh, shit.
The plot twist got him in the end.
Oh, I'm in
Nature's
trouble
Prophet
now.
now with level 25 as well has those Giga Treants. So yeah, sure, right now you're behind 2 lanes of racks, but what if those Treants end up in the Radiant base? Suddenly those buildings could could find themselves destroyed very quickly.
I love how it walks. He's swaggering down the lane. I don't care, creeps or forge spirits. I'm going to go hit buildings. I don't know why he's a
how about
cockney.
you work for me?
Now I'm an enchantress creep. I want to go down the lane the same way I came.
He's even stronger now. He's got plus 75 damage.
5,000 HP and 300 damage.
Is he the real end boss?
Batshit insane.
We
I mean,
thought the
he's
Lone Druid was strong.
stronger than a Timbersaw. Incredible. Right, Passion is smoking out their base. OG are already pre-smoked on the high ground by the Ancients. The bottom lane is in the bottom right corner. Mid lane is at the river, but top lane, OG are approaching the tier 3 and the barracks.
Yeah, and that Treant, he's going in. He's gonna wail at them.
And who's this TPing back? Niche Invoker. Are they still
Big
trying to
wraparound moment
wrap
here.
around?
Both teams smoking.
The range
Timber gets
creep.
caught.
Smoke breaks. Timber caught. RP straight up from Whisper here, but the BKB's out from the Timbers. 23 Savage. Wukong's down. Focusing into the bear. That looks like
Another
gonna have
RP
an
brings him
RP
back in.
again from Whisper to bring them back into the Wukongs. 2 of the cores trapped inside and killed off. Freaks down. Flacco dead. The Sprout is onto 2 of them as well. And this Enchantress trying to run forward to deal with a Whisper Magnus, who is dying to impetus shots. Song of the Siren not
And just
working
trying-
against the BKB Enchantress, but Whisper, he moves closer to take less damage and then skewers and blinks away to dodge it. Beautiful
by
escape.
Whisper. And they get out in the end. They didn't really lose anything on the side of Dire, and they did force the buyback of the Lone Druid as well. Fantastic fight by OG. Reset this right now. And now Passion feeling a bit flustered. They have to go for something. Looking for a catch possibly on this Nature's Prophet. He still has his BKB and Hurricane Pike though. Not an easy target.
He even turns and says, yeah, come on then. Let's have a go. Still charging forward onto him. The BKB's now down, so 9 caught up in the Tornado Sunstrike. Chakram burst into oblivion, but he's got buyback.
He also have buy, but that's a huge pickoff for Passion now. Invoker has no resources. Has to go and heal up a bit. The Ghostwalk is doing quite a good job of regenning him at least. Come
Right,
get
what-
healed.
I guess the upside here for Passion is they didn't lose any buildings in their base, really. No,
They
no
didn't.
barracks, anything, anyway.
Yeah, now they have Nature's Prophet dead. They're thinking about going for another play. Refresher is on cooldown on Magnus as well, so they know they could make a play before there are 2 RPs.
Right. How long for Roshan? I think it's going to be 2 minutes and 47 seconds.
23 seconds for 23. Well, it was 1
Literally
minute
in the
and
middle.
23.
bang in the middle of both of us. There we go.
High ground push coming in.
Jump straight in from Timber. Look at him. Goes right onto Ari, forcing a reaction from 23 Savage, who felt the need to Wukong's command there.
Yeah, but RP was on cooldown. Just got it back now. Couldn't catch anyone. So that's Wukong's gone. That's a big source of their damage. Nature's Prophet still dead for 30.
And here comes the bear.
Here
Big
it does.
Bad bear. Really coming up to high ground and looking at the Monkey King, who's already half HP, requiring the song and BKB. Whisper.
They have 1 RP, not 2.
Eyes on Whisper. Where is he? He's not jumping. He's tentative. He's afraid. And it looks like the Monkey King just going to bound and strike away. So they'll lose bottom racks here. Whisper getting focused by the Enchantress and zoned all the way back to his fountain. OG going to have to defend that top building, the final one remaining that separates them from Mega Creeps.
BKB by Ench, and now the hunt is coming in. Whisper has 2 RPs ready.
Smoked up. Do they see him? He's TP'd out. Gleipnir on the Marcy on the left-hand side. Is that the one they're going to have to go for? Batuk's running further left. They're chasing the Lone Druid. You're right, and the RP is there right on time. Whisper comes in to clear out Freak, but top lane barracks, they do go down. And Mega
Niche with the sneaky play. Got the Megas.
And now Roshan's up. I mean, Lone Druid's dead for 2 minutes, and Roshan's up.
I think you just bowl down the mid lane right now. Like, there's no Lone Druid. He is such a big force for Radiant. If he's dead, they're going for a Timber.
Yeah, they're going to RP him. Nullified
fire
and
as well.
23 Savage with the damage. In comes the Marcy and the Invoker trying to save him, but they're just going to lose the Marcy in the fray.
Yeah, this is amazing for OG. They can just go down the mid lane. They could end the game. I think Roche they have to ignore. Just make a play right now on this Lone Druid not having buyback.
Sorry, I just imagined someone out there has got to go back in this VOD and find all the times either me or Wagga says, this is great for OG, this is great for Passion. Because it's been so back. Let's do like a super cut of it. This is great for Passion, this is great for OG, this is great for Passion, this is great.
3-2-2-6-4-4.
Oh my god. We've got no idea what's going on. You can't be a biased caster when you've got no freaking clue who's winning or losing.
Right now, OG should be winning here, but we'll see if Passion can hold. They gotta really try their hardest. 50 seconds to hold. Lift goes down.
Very long seconds. Mid lane destroyed. Invoker in trouble. Niche focused by 23 Savage, but not killed off. Timbersaul's gone deep. The Wukong's is out. Some good physical damage and zoning here to keep back Passion as they focus their tier 4s. OG are looking for structures, trying to finish off this game while the Lone Druid is still dead. Niche has walked into the Wukongs. He's dying to statues. Timbersaul moves towards 23 Savage with the Marcy here. They're trying to kill off the Monkey King. They've got him. Down goes Monkey, but so's the throne. It's killed off, and we're going to a game 3. Whew. We didn't hit 60 minutes, but we got to 50. A bit of back and forth.
These games today, man.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll get into it. Game 3 here, deciding match between Passion UA and OG in the lower bracket of the Western European closed qualifiers for DreamLeague Season 24. One last chance, and it looks like, a spoiler alert, we actually have got their opponents already in that lower bracket semi-final. Na'Vi Jr. waiting for the victor of this series to come on through. Yeah, I think that happened a while ago as well.
Yeah, they managed to get to 2-0, I think, before the game coordinator went down. So we've been waiting a bit here. Our games have been pretty long here on this stream today. We definitely went the distance in OG's first series.
Romp and Stomp. Deluge.
Romp and Stomp. Good name for the facet over on Primal Beast. Batra, is he stoked? Not going for the building burner.
Super stoked. Displacing enemies gives you buffs.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It generally just stuff that you do subconsciously anyway all the time when you play. You just throw a flame break, get buffed.
That's true. I didn't think about flame break. It's like if you lasso someone, but no, cool. It's got that. Does it work if you like force staff someone as well?
Oh yeah. Any way that you as Batrider displace should work with it. From what I tested before.
Very nice. Well, no big contest on any of the runes. And I'll divvy them up equally between the two teams. There's Ench, Lone Druid laying down bottom against Primal Beast Bat.
Look at their positioning. They want to bully here before the lane starts. Ench and Lone Druid wants to get some right clicks in here. Ari gonna be careful, not taking too much damage.
I guess if they start fighting with the creeps around them, Bat and Primal Beast offer quite a bit. Especially once they get to level 2.
Yeah. And the creeps, of course, ignoring until they come down here, and now harassment is a little bit harder to do.
There's a magic wand and a magic stick in this lane as well for Lone Druid and Ench, so already readying themselves for the spam out of Ari. Flame Break level 1, do a bit of damage, and a Courier Snipe for good measure kills off the tangos that were coming.
Yeah, delays the tangles, but she does have a set of 3 tangles anyway, so she's pretty fine. Meanwhile, in the other lane, we have 23 Savage and Seb taking a little bit of damage from the Bristleback, expending quite a bit of mana, using a lot of sticky charges there. The visuals look weird on Luna, what the hell?
Oh yeah, I've got a Naga Siren with a bunch of stuff flying out of her head. It's gone now. Yeah, Luna, 2 last hits, 3 now under tower. Probably has this 4th one with a range creep kill. Not looking too bad anymore.
Doing completely fine, but at the same time, this lane is very strong coming out from Batyuk and Fernandes. They should be doing quite well, I think, on the off lane into this Naga Luna lane.
And then mid, Zeus against Invoker. Zeus is just sitting back and zapping, getting farm. Is 9 ever under pressure from this?
Maybe not pressure, but it's the same way a lot of matchups go with Invoker, that in the start, you can do pretty well, and then at level 4, level 5, Invoker just becomes very difficult to lane against. But we see 9 doing the same thing we saw him do earlier, maxing out the Lightning Bolt on his Zeus, and trying to harass as much as he can.
I'm gonna go run into the side lanes. Maybe look for some kills when his lane becomes uninhabitable. Snipes the range creep. Doesn't hit the Zeus with a tornado. And Nisha's fine with that. Yeah, 13 last hits. 11 for the Invoker, 12 for the Zeus. I think Bristol's the one that's doing better than expected, while Primal Beast is really suffering.
Yeah, Primo is suffering, but they did do shenanigans. So right now we have 2 new lanes here on bottom. We have one behind the tier 1 tower and one in front of the Dire tier 1 tower. Both the cores farming, as Whisper is keeping a full creep wave alive here. 4 creeps for him. And Lone Druid's not too happy with that. Since he's the stronger laner, this is benefiting OG that they managed to split the lane like this.
Right, Passion wants the honest 2v2, head on.
Yes. Well, 2v2, you say. There's a bear as well in the lane. It's a 3v2, Gareth.
That's
unfair.
True. And then when you split that as well, it's Batrider 1 versus Ench and Bear, while the Lone Druid hero hits the creeps.
Damn, that's true.
Alright, another wave drag back. The Whisper gets himself some last hits. Wait, is this the same wave? Whisper was 5 last hits and had a wave on him, and then didn't get any CS.
Yeah, this is a second lane. I think he lost this CS to the Ench being on him.
Okay. I was wondering what was happening there.
Falling behind a little bit, 7 and 5 here. Mid lane still dead even, as we see a little bit of a harassment coming in from the Invoker. Just using that cold snap, partly to harass, partly to heal himself up. It healed every single time it procs.
And going for Bracer Wraithband rather than the double Wraithband. Tank up a bit against the Zeus, buy the Magic Stick. A little bit of deviation away from what we've seen from these mid Invokers, just to adapt to the Zeus in the mid lane a bit.
Makes sense. Get some extra HP. And top lane, we see attempted dive to 23 Savage, but Seb being there to protect him, they keep the Luna safe under a tower, and she's got 15 last hits, doing quite well. Only slightly behind Lone Druid.
Yeah, not too shabby. Luna always one of those heroes that kind of flash farms and catches up and gets ahead very quickly. Once we get past the laning stage. Like Luna, one of the heroes that kind of wants laning stage to break down so you can go far back in jungle. Or at least used to be.
Yeah, she just needs like 3 points in glaives and then she can speedily farm jungle. We see the reel in, pulling the Hoodwink in. Blood Grenade as well. A lot of damage.
Seb sends his illusions forward, but with a bushwhack on him, Bristleback getting some good damage on Luna and the Naga. Yeah, with a creep wave arriving though, Luna's going to tuck back under tier 1 and continue farming.
Ari running away from the Lone Druid, not getting rooted again there. Meanwhile, we see Whisper actually getting some nice pull there. He pulled the next creep wave into small camp, farming both of them.
Trample down all the little creeps. Savage. Ooh, the damage is coming. First blood is there for Ferdinand's Hoodwink. Seb looks like he left the lane for a little bit. Trying to de-ward and recoup his small camp.
Yeah, he was trying to set up some stuff, but left him unattended for a second there, and Luna immediately gets punished. That's what you expect from a Hoodwink lane. Hoodwink and Bristleback, very strong for laning
Whisper?
presence. Bottom lane,
He
Whisper's
got the
going for
bear.
the kill.
He's looking for the kill. He's got both of them. What's that? 600 gold, 300 experience, and the resummon.
Ooh, that is so massive for him. Face boots completed. Whisper went from having a bad lane to actually being one of the most farmed now.
And now
Well,
Ari's moved top. So Whisper gets a solo play bottom. Ari goes up to top to help the Luna kill the Bristleback. And OG with some swift moves here, really getting away with murder.
Yeah. We see Flacker coming in to deny some of these creeps as Whisper is pulling them. Got 2 denies already. He's here with a little troll. His troll. Yeah, fantastic stuff going on for OG here. Getting some edge in the early game. Zeus level 6 now as well, so you have to be careful on the side lanes. That Zeus ulti could come in.
And I guess nowadays, at least the bear resummon isn't like as bad as it used to be.
Yeah, I
More
mean,
focused
with
on
this
the
build,
hero.
you don't really mind that much, since you have the power treads on the hero anyway. He's just farming away. Laundred.
Because it's like when the bear used to die, and you resummon it dies again, that would be what, your Radiance, your Phase Boots, or your Mom and your Deso, whatever era you're in, it would be 5,000, 10,000 gold just down the drain.
Oh, Wisdom Rune gets claimed, and they're chasing after Seb too, holding the Bushwhack, making sure he can't go for a TP out here. Now they use it. And if he tries to TP out, they will have the damage to be able to bring him down, but he actually slows them. The Deluge facet.
Just wriggles away, doesn't he?
Ran across the bridge, and the illusion's blocking a little bit, slowing a little bit.
Very irritating. And they didn't steal the Wisdom Rune, so still decent for Passion to go get theirs. As Nine loses all of his mana in the mid lane, and a good amount of damage as well from that Cold Snap. Not quite finishing him off. And it looks like Invis Rune that was bottled does have to be used. Well, down at bottom lane, Seb on the run, but dying to the Lone Druid. Ari, though, has traded back and killed not just the bear, but looks like they do get the Enchantress as well, while Nine, the jukes around the trees, breaking the ankles of the Hoodwink. One more hit, one little arrow, the Acorn shot, chucked at him, kills him off.
What a massive solo kill that puts him almost at level 6 now on Hoodwink. Definitely the highest level of the supports right now.
And now another EMP Cold Snap. Ari, yeah, just come into this lane. He's going to go back to Fountain again.
Yeah. This bottom lane has to be addressed though. Lone Druid now TPs in mid because he can't go bottom. He feels like he can't lane against the Primal Beast at all. Lane started out well, but then they just started feeding.
Ooh, blood
Comes
grenade.
mid.
Cold Snap. Seb's Naga Siren. Also feeling the pain here. But meanwhile, 23 Savages killed Batchook up top with the help of 9. So both
this
OG
is
supports
only-
making a bit of noise in that mid lane. And a Thundergod's Wrath, what's that for? It's for Flacco and Fernandes, who are dropping low, but Whisper can't really get in on top of them because Niche has now arrived. 23 Savage is going to come into this Ancients area, try and defend the zone that OG are holding, and maybe get a kill on Fernandes before he dies to neutrals. The Dark Troll Summoner gets him.
The trolls take him down, so not feeding away anything at least, but this is a lot of time invested for the Lone Druid as well, where he's not hitting creeps. He came mid, got a kill, sure, but he's too low level to really pressure a tower, and jungling Lone Druid does not keep pace with a jungling Luna at this stage of the game.
What if you buy 2 Hands of Midas?
Then maybe.
Can you still do that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's just not worth it.
Like, okay.
You can do it.
You can try.
EMP top lane here, Tornado, dispelling or getting rid of the illusions.
Yeah, all the illusions gone. That's like, what, 30, 40 gold for the Invoker, plus the kill on Seb, handing more money over to Passion.
A little bit of extra. Now pushing towards this tower, the Enchantress creep, tanking the tower for a long time. Meanwhile, bottom tower does go down to Whisper. He's been dominating this lane for quite a while. While this is happening, 23 Savage is farming up a storm in the jungle, 5.1k net worth. Not a bad start after dying in top lane.
Yeah, I mean, 10 minutes hits. And it's starting to look like OG building a lead, 2k ahead, even though the kill score is 5-5. And Luna not just farming, but also coming to get involved. Moving towards Batrick's Bristleback. Trying to slow him down here with the Lucent Beams. 9. Can't really keep on chasing this Bristle, just seems too fast. Double braces make him tanky. And yeah, 9 realizes he's
interesting.
long gone.
He went for a Snot Rocket on the Bristleback as well. I didn't notice that before, but he didn't go for the Seeing Red, which is the more common one that we see people play right now. Could also be because it's a new facet, but he's going to go for that minus armor coming in. So he'll buff up the Lone Druid's attack damage and Invoker too.
That's true. I guess we've seen Snot Rocket from some of these support Bristles. I don't know if you caught Team Zero doing it, but yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Of course he did.
That was a really, really exciting style that they played. We see Invoker now diving in.
Good sharpshooter.
Primal Beast is here, he's charging in.
Primal Beast from the top left corner of the screen. Just see him like a shark through the water, cutting across this top jungle to pick up a double kill on Whisper.
OG just getting so much here. Defending their towers, holding towers against Lone Druid and Enchantress, very important as well. As the skeletons are just slowly trying to bring down the tier 1. Not having any of it though.
That's just a really good start from OG. They're just building and building, and it's honestly starting to feel like, what was it like back in like the late 80s, early 90s? Football coaching was like starting to become, I guess every sport in general, just like becoming more professional, more data, more stats going into it, and like the bigger teams started to realize that they could beat slightly lesser teams just by like running out the clock and making them tired. OG are doing this qualifier. They're making people play an hour-long game. The servers go down. They know how to like get through these mentally draining situations, and just they've got the legs on them to keep on going.
They took the server down. They had a hitman sabotage.
Yeah, to delay it. They've got the guts to keep on going for it. Like it's non-stop action from Whisper. I don't know. It seemed a little bit sleepy in the earlier games, but now he's woken up and he's just pulverizing people. Batrick's Bristleback trying to spill the damage back onto them, and actually has survived here with the cloak and the braces, forcing Seb to go for the sing-song and run away.
Yeah, Song comes out, keeps them safe. They're running, still being chased, but I don't think Invoker is close enough for a tornado here. Not gonna catch anybody.
But yeah, you don't need to out-dribble, out-score, out-defend anyone. You just have to outrun them. Just have that stamina to keep on going.
Yeah, they do run away from a tower though, so they lose a bit of the map. As Ari tries to stack up the jungle here, he's being chased by Passion UA team. Blade Mail on this Primal Beast. He's definitely happy to take more engagements and more fights. Hoodwink.
A squishy target. He's going to get jumped on here by Whisper. Straight over onto Fernandes as Batrick tries to hold them back, but there's no chance of survival with 9's arrival there.
9 has the Kaya as well on the Zeus, so a bit of extra damage there. Brings him down quickly, and this is concerning for Passion. They're losing a lot of tempo, and their lineup, as we mentioned, does not do that well in controlling and team fighting later on. They're very much playing a sort of push strat all in, and OG are so happy that they're not losing more towers earlier in this game.
Oh, for sure. As if Passion has a 10 or 15 minute window to go and close out the game and have that momentum and have that push, that 15-minute window gets smaller and smaller, like with every death, with every push, with every fight that OG take and win. And now maybe it's a 10-minute window. Maybe Lone Druid doesn't have that timing to hit his 3 items. They've got to go a bit faster.
Yeah, and 23 Savage is just finding so much space for himself in this game. His team is doing a great job at holding their own without him. Twin Tower's probably gonna go down here in the end. We'll see them try to defend, glyphing up. The Ench creep does fall. Takes some new metal creep.
Freak. He's being eyed up by this Zeus and Naga. Yeah, 3 heroes mid. Finally clear out that tier 1 tower.
His bear is actually dropping very low. 9 is chasing it. He wants some bear meat.
He can't quite get it.
Not that easy.
Now off he runs. But yeah, it can be, I don't know, kind of painful when you're playing this Invoker who kind of wants to go later. To say, okay, we've got to finish faster. Like, he's going Witchblade, he wants to scale into that Dragonlance, get bigger and bigger. So do you actually have
Yeah, he wants to go later, but he also wants to hit a mid-game timing, usually.
Okay.
Like around the Witchblade plus Hurricane Pike or something is when he feels very strong at fighting. So I think it lines up pretty well with the Lone Druid, and he can buff up the Bear with Alacrity. There's definitely a combo there, but I think there's a lot of stress for Passion right now.
Yeah.
How chill can you remain? How calm can you be in a game like this? Juke being targeted top.
Yeah, how fat can your bristleback get? How much can he tank through here? And apparently not enough with that Eclipse landing on his head.
Yeah, still doesn't have the pipe.
Lone Druid in the mid lane, just one lightning bolt is about a quarter of his health. Maybe even a third. Like 9 does some serious damage.
Zaps coming in non-stop. He also has the Royal Jelly, which works really well with the Kaya to amplify the region. Getting some nice mana back. And the Haste Rune on top
Druid,
of that.
he's been caught by Whisper. The Primal Beast just walked right into the Ancients area, finds the LD, and a bit more damage from the Onslaught from Whisper will finish him off. He also saw Fernand's Hoodwink, but yeah.
They leave Luna to solo push the top tower, and now sieging up on mid. It's actually OG who are gonna start striking at these towers. And I don't know how Passion defend. Their heroes just seem a bit lackluster for taking these engagements.
I mean, we've gone from like hour-long games into 50-minute games into Seb having a bit of a dance and a sing-song down bottom. Good Tornado EMP to keep back Whisper from the Enchantress. And the little piggy. And the pig pole gets her away.
Yeah, gonna stay safe and get away, but she does get the bottom tower as well, so opening up the map a little bit at least. Lightning is complete on Lone Druid, so that's the timing they can play around right now, but he's still 2,000 gold behind the Luna. He almost has the full Manta, Dragonlance, and Masquerades already.
I mean, Luna's farm, but this Whisper Primal Beast has been popping off. Second in the net worth. Is he rushing? Oh, not rushing. Is he going Ags, second item, or is that going to be a BKB?
Yeah, I think he is. I think he is gonna go for the full Ags. He does have both the Ags and BKB queued up right now, so he's giving us the little bit of a question mark.
Yeah, I guess he's thinking about what he wants to do. So Ari here, he's had an
Chasing
opportunity.
Luna.
Tried to go in on the Hoodwink, but now the Lone Druid and the Hoodwink turned back on the Luna. 23 Savage used his wand already, and he's about to die in the bushwhack, but the Song of the Siren, the TP home. 23 Savage saved by Seb. Beautifully done, well-deserved tips, and that's the power of the Naga. Early to mid-game, that big red reset button, go home, baby. Get back to Fountain, 23 Savage.
Oh, that's such a painful song as well. He Sunstruck right before. If he held it a little bit, maybe he could have Sunstruck him on the TP there. But yeah, he gets caught in song himself. And Zeb, happy to die for his team there.
And immediately 23 Savage back to farming Ancients.
Ashen looking towards the Roche right now. We do have the pipe on the Bristleback too, so feeling pretty strong for fighting. Not rushing the Aghanim Scepter though, as he went for this different approach, different build, more damage mitigation.
Well, this Invoker, does he think he's got a freebie on Ari? The Bat Rider, bushwhacked. Does need a bit of backup from the Hoodwink to get the final touches. And meanwhile, the rest of his team were taking down Roshan to get Aegis over on Freak's Lone Druid.
That's a good move by Passion, staying on the map while also taking the Roche, not investing all the resources in taking it. OG still being checked here by Passion, making sure that they're on their toes. But 6k lead and building. Even with Aegis in the hands of Lone Druid, I don't know if you can siege up tier 2 towers at this stage.
The farming Aegis, right? You're still pretty scared.
It is, yeah. I imagine so.
I still feel pretty weak. Ah, you want that. Want that diffusal blade.
Some big timings coming up as well. We have Aghanim's almost completed for Primal as he goes in here and catches the Enchantress together with the Bat.
Together with everyone. OG is all here and they still can't immediately burst her. They need that Zeus to help out, but now the Lone Druids come in. This Luna, 23 Savage, trying to get the ulti and the damage out. Can we escape from danger? The tornado's up and 23 Savage is down. Lands with a thud as Whisper's being slowed down. Sunstrike's off the mark, but could get a bit of a vision here for them to keep on chasing. And Passion, they've got the disables, rooting him up and killing two massive cores. Has more than equalized this game because they're holding it. They didn't have to siege a tower. OG came into them.
Yeah, absolutely amazing stuff for them. We do see some creep cut here. Naga Siren together with Bat Rider trying to do their best and the glyph up. So creep wave does fall. Tier 2 tower should be safe. But Quickly we see Passion moving across the map, going towards mid, chasing after the Zeus. Should be fine though.
For now.
Yeah.
Bristleback is just running at him.
Again, look at Naga and look at Batrider. The two of them are both on creep wave cutting duties. They're taking the top creep wave, Batrider's on the mid one. There's no creep waves here to get some advantage out of these kills.
Scramble all jets. Get up into the sky and deal with the nonsense. I do have a good amount of vision across the map as well, OG. 3 observer wards allowing them to do all this business. That TP out from Ari. Gets back to base. The wave's cut. The push has been held back. And the Aegis on the Lone Druid being delayed.
Yeah, he's finally got a creep wave coming in towards mid here. This one was not cut, so this is a chance to take a tier 2 tower. We'll see maybe a defense here. Blink on Batrider. A lot of heroes around. They could TP in the Primal Beast. Killed all the creeps except for a catapult before they reach the tower again. And Batrider, what is he doing? He's up to his same old tricks.
Well, he's got all these wards here. Yeah, why not use them? And this is all a massive amount of space for the Luna. You know,
Do
dies,
have
but
one
then...
catapult though. The chance to push.
That's true. They get the tier 2 tower. And Bristleback has been setting up top lane as well for them. So Wave about to hit that tier 2 there, but the catapult a little ahead. Oh, yeah, can't quite keep it alive even with the Solar Crest, or is it Pavis? What's Flacco got?
Flacco has a Solar Crest by now.
Yeah, all done.
Yeah, the Solar Crest. They also have full pipe, of course, over on the side of Bristol. So damage mitigation is coming together.
Ari gonna be punished this time. Out of mana and out of space. Niche, good little move back into his jungle to find the pesky Bat Rider.
Flacco running at 9 here. Got Freak coming in.
Oh, not quite able to latch onto the Zeus.
Freak is juggling his inventory a bit. He needs to pass these boots over to a bear, perhaps. Only 3 items work, but I guess he wants to keep it ready in case he dies with Aegis. Doesn't want the bear to have it, and then he has to pull the bear back.
I try and keep things simple.
Luna working towards that BKB, by the way. She's sneaking down towards bottom again. Ashen definitely trying to hit their timing here and do what their lineup is supposed to do, but OG just have to endure this part of the game.
Right, this is that window, right? 20 to 30 minutes. This is where they're building up steam and they're getting to that kind of critical mass or critical speed at which they are going to try and hit high ground quite hard.
And Luna again with the illusions cuts down all the creeps except for one, surviving with 20 HP here.
Oh yeah.
So they could use this one creep to push down the tier 2 tower. So all you need is one.
He's being healed.
Backdoor region.
He's being healed.
Yeah, he got the pipe aura. He's regenerating. Yeah, the Verdur's Dale too. I see Tormentor being stolen here. At the same time, OG are not just sitting back and relaxing. They're invading, taking away enemy farm, pushing out mid and top lane, and Luna working towards that BKB.
But this isn't high ground time just yet, right? This is, we've killed the tier 2s. Kind of wait for next Roshan. Look for a fight. Look for a pick. We're going to take over the map here. Stop you split pushing. And next Roshan's going to be that killer blow.
Yeah, fix lanes, take your own Tormentor, and then go Rosh, and then try to go. But that is, you know, quite a few steps to go through. And by that time, we might see the next round of items coming in here for OG. We already have 4 Steph on Batrider. Grabs over Bristleback.
Yeah, they should have the damage to kill him here, surely. In we go. With a Blade Mail and a Trample. Seb is going to drag him in. That Nimbus of 9.
Pull him into the Nimbus. A nice little synergy.
Another Tormentor for Passion, though.
Yeah. So who got the shard? It was Enchantress as well as the... Okay, so both the supports got their shard.
How does it work with Lone Druid, then? The bear counts as a hero that can get it from Tormentor?
I think Lone Druid just is... Yeah, I think Lone Druid can get it as long as he has either him or his bear not having the shard. I'm not sure. I'm not a Lone Druid spammer, but
interesting.
He does have 2 shards on that hero. He already bought his own, but I believe that was the case in the previous game he had his own shard and then he got it for the bear. There's no way he bought the lasso for the bear because we never saw him use the lasso.
And of course, it's Lone Druid's hit the hero's net worth, right? Like the bear
Yeah.
doesn't have a net worth.
Imagine if the bear... yeah, I have 3 iron branches. Can I get a shard, please?
Yeah, sure. Just automatically given to him.
I'm the winner.
OG setting up around that Zeus bottom with the Naga and the bat, just ready to protect 9 as he pushes a little bit riskily into the tier 2. It seems like they've got vision over the Bristleback in the triangle. They've seen the Invoker show on lane top. And Enchantress shoving mid, so a pretty good idea from OG knowing that they are reasonably safe down here as long as they've got a couple of heroes. If someone does show up like this Hoodwink...
Good TP's in, but Naga is not that scared. With the Pavis and the Greaves, could even go in and scout a little bit.
Yeah, you want to show on that wave, Hoodwink? Bananas, you want to show on that wave to Seb? Yeah, Papa Seb's coming. Yeah, you better run.
So Luna is again building towards the Kanda, the next piece of the puzzle here. Manta, BKB, Mask Command's Dragonlance, and now Kanda. Not going for the Hurricane Pike yet. Might skip that entirely in this game, as there's not really that much chain stun to get out of usually what you want to have, or to get away from something, but she's mostly been farming undisturbed in this game.
It's been quite free for 23. The longer and longer this goes, the more comfortable OG start to feel.
Yeah, it's dragging into their territory, and they are staying ahead in net worth as well, so Passion can't feel too good about the way the game is developing here. They almost have the Disperser on the Lone Druid. That is a huge power spike, but...
4 specialist arrays.
I mean, it's a pretty broken item.
Yeah.
It's good.
Dude, I mean, especially when you got 4 ranged heroes as well. Huh?
Technically, they have 5 of them, because Lone Druid's Bear also get a specialist array. He clones the item he gets, right? So
that's cheating. That can't be allowed.
Lone Druid and item cloning. Disgusting. Bottom tower slowly being chipped at here by illusions. Not much damage, but as the Naga is cutting the wave, the tower will fall eventually.
There's kind of gentleman's agreement just to farm both of these lanes. Someone's got to say, nah, enough's enough.
I mean, OG are so happy with it, but they are going to be the ones to smoke in here. Aggressive move from OG. They know Roche could be spawning at any moment, so they don't want to give up this control, this area. They get scanned out, though.
Yeah, Passion. They've been off the map for quite some time. I think they've only shown a hero or 2 up top. The other 3 have been hidden as OG's wards all ran out, so they need to use this smoke to get towards the pit. A bit of vision there for Ari to jump. They see Flanco's Enchantress, and they'll jump straight onto her with this Eclipse and trample down. They've killed her off. And this Hoodwink as well being bonked around by the Flame Break, but it's the main fight where the Luna just charging straight in with a Nimbus onto the Bear and the Bristle, pulverized down into a pulp. OG come in, sweep through 2, and Roshan is 15 seconds away from respawning.
They don't really see how Passion is supposed to take team fights anymore. It's so straightforward on the side of OG. You pop the Zeus ulti, Bat Turret blinks in immediately, get a grab, any hero is fine. Yeah, just no damage dealt at all from Bastion, as they were completely on the back foot there. Maybe if they get a catch with Hoodwink getting someone, and then, you know, you try and lay some Invoker spells into them, but it's very hopeful thinking that that's going to work out, especially when you play into now 2 BKBs, Zeus also getting to the point of having a Refresher next. It's getting real scary out there.
That was my big fear at the end of the draft. You know, like comparing Bristle to Timber and Hoodwink to Marcy. Like, Bristleback doesn't do that immediate, you know, alpha and omega giga damage, blow someone up. Bristle's like slowly doing a bit of damage here and there until he builds it and builds it. So you don't have that numbers advantage straight away for like the Lone Druid to exploit or Invoker to get away from danger.
I'm also just not a fan of the pipe first Bristle. I feel like his tempo is very low.
Well, they got Whisper here, though.
Whisper, yeah.
That's a pretty huge kill, because he's dead for 50.
Oh, meanwhile, OG are trying to take Roche right now, but Lone Druid at your base, at your doorstep.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He's not committing with a... He doesn't have ulti yet. He's got to pop it immediately when he has. I think go into it.
Yeah, Glyph
to delay.
Creep wave dead. A new one's coming soon.
Naga setting up. Going base, he wants to song them here. Keep them in place.
Oh, who's he got? All three of them in the song. Right, who do we jump? The Invoker or the Hoodwink? The Nimbus is going to come in onto the Hoodwink to zap her down immediately. And now we still have the ability for Ari to jump from the right-hand side if he sees any further targets, but they've all disengaged.
They get out. Whisper being dead, I think OG are happy with that. They get one kill, they defend their base, and of course they got the Aegis before TPing out from the Roche pit there. So Luna now definitely the strongest on the field, no doubt. And she's starting to get to the point where she can just siege up the enemy base instead and turn the tide of this game.
There's just not that much that gets on top of her in the fight either, is there?
No, she's having such an undisturbed game. 23 Savage. He did die twice, but this has been a very, very straightforward, scripted Luna game. Get your items and then get an Aegis. Gets the second Aegis. First Aegis is kind of whatever. Second one is the important one.
Thunder God's Wrath spots a niche Invoker up top. Snap BKB and thinking about the TP home.
Ooh, so close.
Ooh.
The Blink Force nearly had him there.
Almost. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like this lone druid can go toe-to-toe with anyone on OG.
No, at this point it's difficult. And Luna just rushing down mid together with Naga Illusions. Pressing the lanes back. Gets the tier 2 tower immediately. And Passion starting to feel a little bit lost for words here, how they're gonna address the fights.
Well, they don't have any team fight. They've got
They
Invoker.
really don't. This is a draft issue, like 100%. This draft, I think OG should be winning most simulation, or most times you run this simulation, it should be an OG win.
Yeah, like 9 times out of 10. There's that one time where the Bristle has a good lane, you know, Enchantress roams around, kills off all the tier 1s by minute 10. They get the momentum and they end the game minute 30. But that's just
in your
not
base.
happening.
People TPing back to defend. They have a ward here. They see the Lone Druid. Batrider wants to chase, but he has CD on Firefly.
Free sticking
5
around.
seconds.
They're pinging
Lone Druid
him.
is hanging around for a long time. He
He's
could
going
caught.
for the TP. Oh, that's not good, Freak. You've been caught. Whisper and Ari right on your head. Massive damage with a double Nimbus as well.
Dear God, they want him dead. They know if they shut down the Lone Druid, that's just their ticket to winning this game.
Holy moly. A lot of scribbling and line drawing there from the Invoker to push the lanes, try and get across the map, because the OG, they're gunning down mid onto your Bristleback.
Oh, the break coming in from the Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, true Whisper, yeah, he's got it. And bring down to half HP as it looks like 23 Savages come back into the river to blow up the Enchantress with a quick Eclipse.
Yeah, Ench getting reeled in like a fish. What is this? Is that how you hunt deer?
Apparently, yeah, with a lasso.
Invoker trying to defend here, but no tornado, no meatball ready.
I mean, those were some of the best weapons in the Colosseum when you're a gladiator, right? The net and spear. You
I
trap
thought
the
you meant
opponent's
tornado
weapon.
and meatball.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, tornado and meatball as well. Yeah.
Indeed. Net very OP. Here comes the siege with the banner as well. Can't really get the Luna off your high ground, and we've seen this so many times. Luna on your high ground, Rax will fall.
Yeah, they just melt. The glaives bounce, and the damage is done. And next step for OG, it looks like they were thinking about top, but 9,
Tier 2 tower,
the rest of the team
yeah.
pinging down bottom now.
They're actually a little bit splitting up here. Cutting the top creep wave. Whisper just making sure that lanes are going to push in. And they group up towards bottom. Zeus actually the one slapping down the tier 2 tower. His mighty right clicks.
There's all 170 damage of it. This feels like the last fight for Passion.
Whisper getting gone on. Gets the beak
Down. He's too strong. The big primal beast, the Yeti. A white fluffy fella, he's just going to turn around and throw some rocks at you. And Passion, they've come out of their base here, so a little susceptible to 23 just running at them. The damage onto that Enchantress, the glaives bounced onto her and nearly killed her. No casualties yet, though, as Passion's still on their last legs.
See a slow coming out from the snot rockets there onto the Luna, but slow is one thing. Lasso being looked at here. Ari thinking about catching someone.
About to expire, though. You've got to consider your options. But Seb, He's got the Song of the Siren off, and what is that? 3, 4 heroes all lined up. They've got Whisper to onslaught if they want to, but this time around, there's no Blink RP, there's no massive team fight combo. That's just going to be a Song and move back to high ground. Use the terrain to your advantage, where they do push the Bristle back, broken him, under the Nimbus, trying to bring Magic down as the Primal Beast nearly closes the gap on him. They've got a lasso there on the Invoker as well. Niche is trapped, held in place, down he goes, dead with no buyback, and the Primal in onto the Lone Druid. He has shifted into his big, fat, bear form, trying to turn and fight with his BKB, but the Bristle and the Hoodwink are not offering any support. They are being zapped down by the Lucent Beams and the Lightning Bolts from 9 with an Ultra Kill!
Oh my god, the Divine Rampage!
Give him one more. Throw the Enchantress at him. Give 9 the Rampage, you stealer! Ari, I know you're British and we like to thieve things from other countries and put in our museums, but you can't be doing that to your teammates. Whisper's going to try and come back in with the onslaught. Lone Druid, the last man standing, and Passion UA about to be dropped out of the qualifier by OG. They've moved on and they've got another chance.
OG do it again. They just comeback kings here in the lower bracket, working their way back through this series. Finally getting a win here, and Lone Druid not gonna work out